And that's it. Hey, welcome. Bonus content.
Hello.
Boner content. I'm Alex, Scott, Tony, and Nabashin are here. The boys are back in town.
Scott's here, thank God.
Scott's here.
Yay!
We all got like really mean with each other last week, Scott.
Fuck, I missed it? Why?
Yeah.
It's because you weren't here.
You weren't here to balance us out.
You didn't post anything about we were recording today, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
That's
because
why-
we
that's
were
what-
originally supposed to record on, like, what, Thursday?
Thursday,
Middle of the day?
but I worked Thursday night, so I was like, "Hey, can we do Wednesday?" But it's a surprise.
Hooray.
We're recording early this week.
Very early.
Yeah, I apologize to you guys for kind of thrusting this on you guys a couple weeks ago. I just wanted to clear out my Saturday night, as it is Hallows Eve, Hallows Night. I don't know.
So Hallows Eve is the day before.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, we could have said no and did the show without you.
Yeah, you could have. I just wanted to be
But
on.
we did.
And you guys were super nice. So here we are on Wednesday. So you guys get it early this week. Hopefully it'll mean I can get the show out early, but I'm not with these guys in here. I'm not holding my breath. So how you guys doing? Scott, man, how you doing? How'd the test / essay go?
Both went fine.
Scott,
I definitely were.
Uh,
I went.
It was you were cutting out. So
I took my hands away from the desk, though. I did exactly
hands
that.
on the table. Okay, continue. Sorry.
So, yeah, both went fine. I went as long as I could on that paper to get everything done.
Mm-hmm.
I barely got it done.
Yeah, but you
So,
got it
yeah.
done.
I did get it done. So, yeah, taking off for the podcast was completely necessary.
Yeah, and we understood. We missed you though. It was a really it was a fun show. It was probably our smoothest live show that we've done.
Ooh,
Like,
did everything work finally?
Everything worked. The stream could hear the people calling in, which was a miracle. And yeah, we took like a whole bunch of calls. We went for like 3 hours straight, which I felt bad because we didn't take any breaks. But yeah, the audio came out really great. That's posted. That went up Tuesday morning because it wasn't difficult to edit or anything. But yeah, it came out great. The first person who called in was some guy who searched Twitch streams for like taking Skype calls, and he had never heard of us before. And I was like, man, if Scott was here, he'd just be giving him the fucking business. But yeah, he talked about GTA Online with us. His name was Riley. Do you remember what his like YouTube channel was called, Nabashin?
Like Red Production or something like that?
Redhead Productions. Yeah, so I can just go check that out. He was cool. Everybody was cool. Jarrett called in. Roger called in. Cameron called in. Old favorites, new favorites. Yeah, it was a good time. We missed you, though. Anything else happened in your week while you were, like, in the zone? The auto zone?
Let's see. No? Really? Anything else happened that paper would not have gotten done?
Yeah. You just didn't eat, sleep, or breathe.
Yeah, and then
Well,
he disappeared
no.
for the entire rest of forever until just now.
I talked to
Yeah.
Scott yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I came out of that nothing but school shell on Tuesday.
Yeah. Is that when did you pick up Triforce Heroes on Tuesday?
I picked it up out because I was talking to my brothers about it, and I just let them.
You're cutting in and out, Scott.
Anyway, I talked to my brothers about it, and I just let them have at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you told me because we played some yesterday, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you edit the podcast and Scott cuts out, do you just like take the second time he records, or you just let him repeat every time? I'm just curious now.
It depends. So like right now we're in bonus content, right? So
Sure. Yeah.
The only thing that is happening that people can hear is the cutting out of Scott. So that's why I'll ask him to repeat. Sometimes I won't ask him to repeat, and then I'll just cut around what we're saying when he's cutting out. Like if we're like, oh well, Scott cut out, like I'll just remove that. Let Scott talk, and I'll find a piece where I pick up the conversation again and move it around. It's usually not too bad, but yeah, like if Scott fully repeats what he was saying, then I'll just cut out the part before that and put that in.
That's curious. That just now popped in my head as a question.
But sometimes if like we're making like a recurring joke about it, I like to leave in the joke, and I'll actually cut Scott's audio to repeat the effect for the people who listen to the podcast. Only sometimes. I've only done that like twice, I think.
Sometimes it fits, so sometimes it doesn't.
Yep. That's why I listen to the whole show back, so I know whether or not I should do that.
Heads up, you're getting somewhat staticky for like half a second, and it stops. But it's happened twice.
Okay. Should I do something?
It's fine now. I'm just saying it happened twice so far.
All right. I don't like as long as it doesn't appear on my audio. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, just keep letting me know if it happens again. All right. Cool, Scott. You're back from the beyond the grave, the grave.
I guess that's what you could call sitting at my computer. Absolutely not.
Nope. Scott
Yep.
cut out. And Scott's dead again.
It's like worse than usual this week.
Yeah, are you like typing? Or are you like playing WoW?
No, I'm not.
He plays WoW still?
I don't.
No, nobody does.
I was gonna say, where did that come from?
You quit too?
Destiny.
No, I didn't quit. I haven't been playing because Destiny.
Because you have a fucking problem.
Yeah.
You so easily obsessed with just one game
Here it
at
was
a
again.
time. There it is.
Oh yeah,
creeping
yeah.
up.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Is it like sound like just kind of like a crackling in the background?
No.
Okay.
Think.
Does it sound like
more...
lag?
No.
Hacksaws?
Think of the crackling sound, but instead of it being more like the wind tunnel that I used to get from I don't even remember what, but a much deeper version and much shorter lived.
Okay, here I'll try something real quick. I remember the wind tunnels, so it's gonna remove I'll just mute myself real quick.
Yeah, because like the only thing I can equate it to is the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's noises when they boot up the game. That's really all I can.
Maybe this might make it a little bit better if it happens again. Just tell me. But yeah, now I have to restart Audacity. Good thing we haven't started recording yet. All right, I'm using a USB hub, so I unplugged my mixer from the USB hub and plugged it directly into my computer to see if that makes a difference. To let everyone know what's going on. Nabashin, what about you? Anything happen this week?
No. It's only been like 3 days.
It's been
It's been
no
4 days.
time.
Yeah, that's fine. Tony, how about you?
I mean, we played Destiny.
We played video games together.
Yep.
Okay. What about after that?
That's it.
Did you just continue to play Destiny?
No, I've been I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, I know.
Yeah.
But it's like whatever.
There's a game you told me that you played, and I'm writing it on your list.
Wait, did I play something else?
Yes. I didn't do anything either. It has been a week. I do want to say, I'll say this again in the real show. I'll just save it. I was just gonna thank everybody for who called in and everything. But I got a whole bunch of cords.
What kind of cords?
A bunch of cords from
G
Amazon.
cords?
I got a USB hub that doesn't suck. It's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, my USB hub pretty good, and it cost me like $2.
Yeah, mine was like $4.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's a hot deal. I got like a big long micro USB cord. I don't even need one. I got one.
Is that your USB hub making that little like blue light?
Yeah.
What is it? What is the brand of that one?
What the fuck does that say? It's like embroidered saber wrench.
Oh yeah, you have the exact same one as me.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's what I've been using for a few months.
Yeah, I got.
It lights up when you turn on the USB port. It's great.
Yeah, it does. It's dope. I can turn on all four or just one at a time.
Yeah, right. Usually I have two on, but I alternate, so it's like a light show.
Yeah, dude. I got an extension cord like for a power outlet for my room, because my room has like 2 outlets and they're both on the most inconvenient place. Yeah, no, Scott, I moved into a house.
Yeah, I figured that you did, because I haven't seen this before on your feed.
Do you like
I was going to ask you about it.
Do you like the fireplace?
I like the fireplace.
Yeah.
It's you like tasteful. The fireplace?
I like it, yeah. It's going to be nice during extra life. If it gets chilly, we'll light our house on fire.
Are you on with it?
It would be traumatic for you. But it would be more traumatic for Ethan, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Am I the only one with a fireplace?
Yeah.
This is the downstairs, like, living room area, so which I've converted into my studio. So this is
but
like
not your bedroom.
No,
for some reason I thought that was your bedroom the entire time. Like, you got a fireplace
in your bedroom. I had a fireplace in my bedroom.
It's mood lighting.
I just have like a fucking like that office chair. I'd have it like reformat as a lounge chair and be wearing my smoking jacket if this was my bedroom. Smoking a pipe almost all the time. No, like if like this right here is my leather couch. So my table is right behind the couch, and then the cameras sit up in front of that. So initially, Ethan was going to play Life is Strange episode 5, and I figured he wouldn't be done when we started podcasting, so he'd probably be just like sitting right here staring at the TV, just like wearing headphones, and I'd be distracted the whole time. But no, he didn't.
He's been enjoying that, right?
Yeah, he loves it.
He should still do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Is he lagging for anybody else?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lagging for me, too. Don't worry. Am I back now? Am I good?
I think you're all right.
Cool. The Wi-Fi has been a bit spottier in the home. I'll say that much.
Mm-hmm. Got those thick walls.
Well, it's not running
thick,
like,
non-exploded walls.
It's not running like coaxial directly into the router anymore, which was definitely doing a better job. Now it's like Ethernet into the router, and it's like
that's weird.
It's still great signal, but like it just will drop a little bit more. So we'll probably just run Ethernet for extra life.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, I've got a good idea of what we're gonna do for extra life. Setup wise, we're gonna have a good time.
I hope we're all gonna be crammed together like that one year, because that was great.
And that's what it's gonna be like upstairs for people who aren't on stream, and I figured down here, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And we'll just stream what's going on down here, and then everyone else will be having a party upstairs, and we'll just switch out.
Will I have a table for once?
Maybe. Don't get your hopes up.
Scott, you can sit next to me like always.
We have a spare bedroom as well.
Can we kick some people who don't actually use their computer?
Yeah, sure. That works. I'm fine with that. I want to know how we're going to stream Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, though.
I don't know.
That's not
I got this super sweet binder that I made.
Yeah, I mean, I figure...
All right, so
yes.
I know that you guys aren't going to like this, but I got dibs on being on a team with Evan.
Sure. Like the defusal team or the try and
translate
the defusal
I figured
team?
the best way to do it is like one person is doing the defusing and there are 3 people on the book, but only 1 book.
Yeah.
Oh no, I want a solo session with Evan. He'll have.
I mean, we got plenty of time, right? Like 24 hours or something.
Yeah, like 24 hours or something. Yeah, we've got like a lot of good plans. Is there anything specifically you guys want to play during Extra Life?
Just that one game that we've talked about that Scott doesn't know about.
Oh yeah.
The one game that I don't know about.
Mario Maker.
I'm gonna show you the boss fight.
I want to play that.
I'm gonna show you the boss fight in Undertale.
I want.
Okay.
I want Scott to raid with us in Destiny.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I want to play, Destiny maybe with some people watching at home.
Yeah, we can do
King's
Fall. Like we'll start and like Scott will level up and get geared at 40, and then we'll do the raid.
Yeah. And there'll be an easy now. Like now I set up last week's live stream. I know how to like do Skype and stream that actually really easily. So, we'll be able to. We should be able to do that fine.
Why do you need Skype?
Like if we're playing with other people, if we're doing a raid in Destiny, Skype some people in.
You could always use PS4 Party Chat.
Yeah, okay. Well, we wouldn't be able to use PS4 Party Chat and stream it out.
Oh, because of the different stream setup. Okay,
yeah,
makes sense.
So, but now I have a way where we could just be on a Skype call together, and that would come through in the stream.
Yeah, I'm excited to connect our Astro amps and just see what happens.
to actually daisy chain them.
Yeah, because I've never used those. I've never used those holes before.
Yeah, like it's Destiny's gonna be fun if we manage to play some people. Until Dawn, obviously, is what I'm looking forward to the most. Ethan is like all in for Until Dawn.
That sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time with that.
I'll probably finish Zestiria if I haven't already done that.
I'm working on my dope flow chart.
Dope chart?
In regards to characters in Until Dawn. I think I've got some good breakdowns. I'm making it in PowerPoint format.
Okay. So it's going to be kind of similar to the beginning of Guild Grumps, where they're just like, all right, so here's everything. Now here's your character cheat sheet.
There are a lot of pie chart. I'm just gonna.
All right.
Is this for what we're supposed to do, or is this for just who gets?
For when you guys are picking your characters. So that way, I have a pie chart for the character Mike, right? And it's 59% action, 3% horror, 40% bullshit, whatever.
All right, who's got 100% bullshit?
Matt.
All right, I'll be Matt.
No, Scott, you have to be Mike. Just because, Mike's personality and yours are complete opposites, pretty much. That makes it so much fun. We'll see. I'm gonna let everybody pick their. I've already got my character picked out, and I'm making sure that basically the people that have played it before, like Justin, Ethan, and myself, are picking characters who don't have too much to do.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the less played characters.
Alex is gonna play Minecraft story mode.
Nope. I mean, I could, but
I'd rather him sit through Undertale because I can.
Undertale's pretty good.
I can rush him through that in around 5 hours.
Yeah.
So he can actually finish that one, and then I can show him the important parts for the genocide route that he might not want to do.
Yeah. So we've all got things that we want to do.
No one ever talked about Undertale on the show.
I did.
Scott
once.
Did. He talked about it at length.
At length.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Where were you?
Did you pick it up recently?
No, I'm just saying. No, I never. I guess I wasn't. I don't know.
Scott for sure talked about it for a while.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He talked about doing the no killing playthrough, and that he has to go back and do the genocide playthrough, and he didn't want to say too much spoiler stuff about it, and that I should.
I do remember that I was dealing with my nephew that time. My bad. Sorry, Scott.
That's fine.
No, that's cool.
You always say it, and you're usually right, so it's okay.
Yeah, normally I'm crazy.
Yeah, no, it sounds like we've all got good plans. Plank Fan told me today he's bringing Rock Band 4 and all of his Rock Band stuff, or he can. And I told him I don't really have any interest in playing Rock Band 4.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, sorry, you'll get Evan probably.
Yeah, Evan will for sure want to play Rock Band 4. And I guess Greg is working on getting off work He texted us this week saying, "When is Extra Life?" When I told him 3 weeks ago when we recorded him up, like, you need to take these days off right now. And then the month before that, I told him, you need to take these days off right now. And I think he already did, so I don't think we have too much to worry about with that. But Evan is the mystery. I don't know if Evan will be there. At least not the whole time. No, you're already throwing your hand in the pot?
Yeah, he already stayed up longer than he wants. I don't think he's ever going to come on again.
In life? Like, he can't sleep out ever again.
He can't be around us for 24 hours ever again. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm like, every time I go through these kind of like peaks and valleys with Extra Life, like the first 3 months of this year, I'm like, I don't think we should do it.
Right.
because the memory of everything not working is so clear in my mind that I'm like, no, we should just not do it, guys. We should just not do it.
Or at least not like stream it.
Yeah, and then it's like it goes to we should do it, but maybe we don't have to do a live stream. And then it like I remember the best parts about the live stream. Like
commentating over that league game a couple years ago.
That's still the best thing Scott and I have ever done. Hands down.
The Bush tactics.
Bush tactics, man. Let me tell you about Bush tactics. I wish there was still video of that somewhere. There might be on our YouTube channel. I don't even know. Because I archived 2 Extra Lives sometime. And then I go through the point where I'm starting to get excited about it because people are coming. Joe's going to be here. Justin will be here. Joe's going to be here next week. He's going to be here on Tuesday. So
yeah, I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah, you're going to pick him up from the airport. You guys are going to have sex for a while.
I don't know. Probably hang out at Scott's house.
Yeah, that works.
Show next week.
So right now, where I'm at with next week is either we're not going to have a show, or we're going to record early again, like this week. Whichever you guys prefer. I'm okay with not having a show, taking a week off if you want to do that.
Well, that'll be the 7th and 8th is Extra Life, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is next Saturday.
Yeah. So we'd have to record early.
7th and 8th? I thought it was the 8th in general.
The 7th in general.
Okay.
So Joe gets here on the 3rd, and then we start 7th at 10 a.m.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we start at 7 on the 7th at 10 a.m. Go to the 8th at 10 a.m.
Are we gonna hand off right to you, Nabashin?
Yes, you are.
Okay, cool. That'll be fun. Yeah, so that way you'll get 48 hours of nonstop bullshit from Rational Passions. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll talk more off camera and discuss if we want to record next week. I'm okay if we don't. That's fine.
Yeah, it'd have to be another weird early one.
Yeah, we'd have to do it Wednesday or Thursday. So, and the show, I probably wouldn't put the show out until the Tuesday following, normal. So,
yeah.
And if we do record next week, it'll be a short show. We're just going to talk about the games we've been playing and what we want to do during Extra Life. During the Prime show, we might not do bonus content or anything. Just keep it short and then close that.
Tweet at IrrationalPod and tell us if you want the show.
Yeah,
if you need the show in your life.
It's good. I like how Andrew, who's watching us, tweeted out the link to the YouTube page with me, Tony, and Nabashin, and then he says, and Scott, not tweeted at Scott.
Yeah.
And Scott would have favored and retweeted it.
Yep. Just everybody forgets that Scott actually has a Twitter.
Go read your tweets.
Yeah.
Go read them.
You just will never actually post anything.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, you guys want to start recording?
Yeah, sure.
Let me use the bathroom beforehand, but you already do the countdown if you want to.
No, use the bathroom first.
All right. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go make a drink real quick.
Cool. I'll be here.
Yeah, water for me.
Sounds good.
And pants.
Yeah, we're pants, Scott. Just you and me, viewers. This is what real bonus content looks like. Boner content. chicka wow wow. Chicka wow wow.
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
Oh, I get it. Exotic jokes.
Oh, actually, no, it's just a quote from Destiny.
What? What's it from?
That's like you remember in the original story, the stranger on when you're like, the girl, the robot girl,
yeah.
she says that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the exotic is actually like them making fun of that quote.
Yeah. Because it's her gun.
Well, her gun is the stranger's rifle, which is a year one exotic.
but like
it has the same perks.
Looks just like your butt.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Cool, Scott, you back?
Nope.
He was getting pants and a glass of water.
Getting
Apparently, Scott didn't have
pants.
pants.
I'm here.
Scott, do you have pants now?
I have pants now.
Step up, I guess. Andrew tweeted it at me to tell you that he's sorry that he forgot to tweet at you.
How dare you?
Whatever.
Never
man.
forgiven.
I told him that you still love him, so
Yep.
the
Very
love is
true.
real. All right, you ready, Scott?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, let me make sure, since I unplugged it, that we are recording correctly. Is this static? Have you heard any of the static?
No.
No.
Not really. It's, whatever you did seems to have worked.
Cool. That works for me. All right, on 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hot.
Tony, you got me your track on time last week. I appreciate that.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
What'd you say, Scott?
At least at least I kind of did 2 weeks ago.
No, you did. I was just making fun because Tony didn't have to record last week, so.
That's why I said I didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
I don't know.
Who the fuck knows?
Any other news besides the 2 that you added and the one I got option?
Should be fine, I guess. Everything was Paris Games Week.
Yep. Did you watch that? Never mind. We talked about this already. Never mind. Let me make sure there's no emails. Emails.
Why would there be? No one is recording today.
It's true. It's very true. Did get some YouTube comments, but new activity on your web page. Someone posted on the "It's Not Unusual" episode. It's not unusual, and I thumbs up.
Gave them a yeah.
Yeah, I gave them a good old YouTube yeah.
Give him a dig.
Do you guys want to? Excuse me.
No, we don't go there.
We don't dig with 2 G's. I dig it.
Disk space remains for recording 171 hours and 10 minutes. I think we're good.
I got 63 hours and 2 minutes. Do we want to do Netflix and chill, Tony?
We could. That would require me to go watch something real quick.
Okay, then no closing topic. Unless anyone has anything else.
Probably not.
I'd have to watch something that is not Game Grumps best ofs.
You know what? You don't have to. I disagree.
You could strictly watch that forever.
I'm pretty sure, like, for the entire summer, pretty much, the only show I watched was Game Grumps. So, I haven't watched any Metal Gear Scanlan 5. How is it?
It's pretty good.
I haven't watched it either. That's
pretty
like,
good.
That's very not interesting to watch, as far as, like, considering how that story plays out in Metal Gear.
Yeah. That's why I figure I'm going to wait until I'm pretty far removed from Metal Gear Solid 5, then go back to it and just see how Drew does stuff. And hear them talk about action movies.
That's the best part about it.
That's the stuff I like. All right, let's get started. I have an inhaler now, also. I can puff up. It's not even actually my inhaler, it's Ethan's.
G-Bass.
Dude, it's like $50 get an inhaler, all right?
You work at an illustrious place. I would assume you can afford an inhaler.
Am I back now?
Still laggy.
Still laggy? How about
All right,
now?
nice. There you go. Here, fine.
What the fuck are you doing, Tony? I'm gonna refresh my Hangout page. Give me 1 second.
All right.
So they put the Thriller dance in Destiny?
Yeah.
Yep, that was what that was.
Oh, okay.
It was Thriller. I recognize that much.
Yeah, it was Thriller with like looks like 7 Guardians like in formation doing the Thriller dance in sync.
I can't believe how much I want that stupid emote.
Right?
It's gonna be gone.
I know that's what makes it where Joe like bought it. He like spent $15 and got all the emotes.
Let me let me link this video because it's actually really well done.
Link it quick, Tony. Come on.
I'm fucking. It's there.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Wow.
This is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's like the whole dance too. Song's so good too. It helps that the Thriller is just like a fucking great song.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
God damn, I'm gonna have to buy that. I'm gonna spend like $10 tonight because of you, Tony.
Damn right you are.
Is it $10?
It's $7.
It's $7, but you can
That's-
only buy in increments of 5.
That's still kind of expensive.
You can get
Way too expensive.
so yeah. The thing about it is like you can get. There are 3 things, right? There's a boo emote, and then a zombie dance, and the Thriller dance, and it's like $7, $5, and $3. So it's $15 for everything, and you can only buy them before the 9th of next month, and then they're gone.
Oh, I get a paycheck between now and then, so I don't have to feel too bad about it.
Don't do it.
I'm going to think about it and probably talk myself out of it. So,
And then you'll like look at that video again, and then buy it. Or Joe will talk you into it when he's here.
yeah, I got to stop playing Halo with Joe because he's just like, man, you should just fucking get Destiny on Xbox One as well, so
you
we
should
can play
just be
together.
like, you should tell him to get Destiny on PS4 because we're already there.
It's true. But then I can play with him and Tyrone. All right, we're starting the show. This is happening. It is Wednesday, October 28th, 2015, and you are listening to the Irrational Passions podcast. episode 251. I'm Alex O'Neill, and with me this week I have Scott Guthier,
Hello.
Tony Horvath,
4 heads are better than 1.
and Brian Nobishin Jackson.
Welcome to the Halloween special of Irrational Passions, blah, blah, blah.
And we have excellent foreheads.
Can that go down as like the best Nobishin intro ever?
Was it really that?
No, I like Unacceptable a lot better. But I mean, I am a little partial.
Yeah, I was so not ready for that. Like, I don't know if you saw
Are
me.
you kidding me? I expected it. What? What kind of friend are you?
I
Yeah,
had
you're
to
right.
add the blah 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 because of I said the same thing last year, so I had to make it slightly different. So I did the hotel transfer fee and blah blah blah.
Yeah, no, you had the music queued up, man. And I appreciate that Tony made a reference that only I can get.
Yep.
And I did get it, because that was one of my favorite bits. Just wait, there's a new character that you haven't met yet, Tony, that you're just going to adore.
All right, we'll see.
And we're talking about Tales of Zestiria. Don't worry,
Okay.
we'll get there in video games. Scott, welcome back.
Hello.
How you doing, man? You finished your schoolwork.
Tuck it out.
We talked about... you did not cut out. You're fine.
I said tuckered out.
Oh, tuckered out. I was about to say. I just hear what I want to hear. I don't actually hear anything. I just translate it to what I want to hear in my head. Yeah, I bet you're tuckered out. We missed you last week. We talked about it in the bonus content. But yeah, we had a fun time. Everyone sent some Scott love to Scott, even though you weren't here last week. I swear. Don't listen to last week's show, though.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Don't listen to it. All right, got it. Done.
Cool. Done.
Well,
I wasn't
Mr.
going to listen to it
Funny
anyway. This just makes my life easier.
Well, I mean, if you had told me that I should listen to it, I probably
Nah, you
would have
should.
tried.
You should listen to it. It was good. It's way too long, and you may be able to listen to it over the course of like 5 years. But
There's a funny joke in there.
yeah, there is a funny joke. That
I'll do it to lighten the mood of my Undertale genocide playthrough, where I have to hunt everybody down.
Undertale, where Scott kills you regardless of what you did.
Well, here, do you know about what you have to do for the genocide?
Yeah, it's genocide, Scott. It's pretty self-explanatory.
I don't. But are you sure you understand though?
You have to kill everyone, like every NPC, like everyone, right?
Kind of. You have to kill everybody that you can, and this means that you have to run around and do all the random battles until there's nothing left,
That's fucked up.
and then you move on to the next area.
I like that the random battles run out, though.
They
very-
do run out.
That's very interesting.
I think he just like games with a genocide because Dust has that too, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Ah.
Dust is about genocide.
Kind of, but
That's
it's
like ethnic
it's
cleansing, though,
It's
right?
preventing it.
Yeah. Okay.
You got Undertale, you got Dust and Elysian Tale, you got Thor the video game, all about genocide.
Well, I don't actually like that game.
Yeah, but it holds a special place in your heart. We got a great
it
show
doesn't.
lined up.
What?
Scott, we got a great show lined up for you.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you. Just
be.
you.
We're going to talk about Extra Life, which is next week. I'll explain to you why we're recording the show early, which I talked about in the bonus content. Nothing went up on the website, but we're going to talk about tons of video games like Halo, Zelda Triforce Heroes, probably Persona 4 Dancing All Night at some point, and Tales. And we got the Paris Games Week. Sony conference was yesterday, so we can talk about that. There's some news to talk about. And then we'll probably end out the show.
Monthly Passes come out this week. Hopefully.
Monthly Passions is coming out this week. I know, because I fucking copy and pasted it all into a website post and then stared at it for like 40 minutes and thought about finishing it, and then I didn't last night. So, but it is the last week of the month. So,
And then you logged into Destiny.
And then I logged into Destiny and blacked out. But yeah, that's pretty much done. I just have to make the cover for it and make sure everything looks all right. So that'll be out, and hopefully this show will go out early, but I'm not holding my breath. because we are recording pretty early. So apologies for
I thought
that.
because you had asthma.
That's
No. That was not funny.
It wasn't. Scott's laughing. He thinks it's fucking hilarious.
It's funny for me.
If you haven't listened to it, last week was episode 250. We did a live show. We took some Skype calls. Scott wasn't there because he had a lot of schoolwork he had to finish up. But it was a great show. We had a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone who called in. Sorry if you called in and we didn't get to your call. There were some people that wanted to call in and some other things that just like kind of randomly happened and Destiny talk. And then it was like before we knew it, we were at 3 hours without a break. And we had to cut the show off at some point. But if you didn't get to call in or you were like incessantly calling or something, didn't mean like I didn't try to upset anybody. I just, was trying to keep it from becoming a shit show, which we were lucky enough it did not at all ever get to that point. It was a really good show. Thank you to everyone who watched, listened, called in. The archive is on YouTube. I put it up there Sunday, the day after we recorded it. So that's up. That's worth watching. It was a really fun show. No breaks. Fair warning. The audio version's up now too. Yeah, that's it. You guys want to talk about video games? I want to talk about video games. I've been playing like a whole bunch of video games, so I want to talk about them. Scott, did you play anything?
We played Triforce Heroes.
We did. We played Triforce Heroes last night. It was awesome.
It was.
That game's weird. I don't know how you feel about it, but it is a weird video game.
It is.
It's not really a Zelda game.
I think it is.
I mean, it's got a little bit of that in it, but it is kind of like a Diablo game in a weird way.
Diablo-esque. I could see where you'd find that.
Yeah,
they ended up putting in, because the way that I see it, because I'm around so many multiplayer games, is they ended up putting in reason for people to keep replaying old levels. There's a reason to not quit the second somebody goes and picks up a level that you no longer need.
Yeah. Did you ever figure out what those like repeat Triforce symbols?
Yeah, when you go through the story a bit more, and it's literally the second you walk out, they call you to the king.
The king's chamber. Yeah, I saw that.
And then you go over to you go out to Madame's because they call you for something, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then the guy with the hair all over his face.
Yeah.
You know the guy.
Yeah.
He goes ahead and he tells you about challenge modes. Or was it another guy? Hey, somebody goes ahead and they tell you about challenge mode, and basically there's a set of 3 different challenges.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 4.
It's 3.
3. There's a set of 3 different challenges for each level.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them, I believe, are kind of like different every time.
Yeah.
I think time attack's almost always there.
Mm-hmm. And then so you just have to complete those to get additional stuff for those levels.
Yeah.
So the way it's worth like noting like the way it's broken down. So like when you start the game, there's no like file select, there's no nothing. You just kind of like go right into like a hub town, right? Mm-hmm. And it's pretty small. Like there are like 4 shops or whatever, and then like the hub town is pretty much the only area you really get to walk around offline, unless you do the game offline, like play it offline. And then you go into the castle, and the castle is like a matchmaking lobby. And then you select the level you want to play, and you go through it. Like it's very much like there's no world map, there's no open areas. It's like those kinds of things you associate with Zelda, like exploration or anything. None of that. Which is why I say it's very un-Zelda-like. But like, so Scott and I, we had no trouble like teaming up. So you can you go into the online lobby, and you can do local play or download play or online, and you can just match with randos as well. And I said match with friends, and I'm the party leader, and then Scott just jumped in. I'm guessing you just picked my name from a list.
Yep, that's exactly how it works.
Yeah. So then he just jumped in, and then once Scott was in, it was just the 2 of us. We just want to get a third person. You just talk to a guy and say, "Hey, just let someone random join us as the third," and he said, "Okay." And then we went and played through the forest area, which is one of 8 areas, and each area has 4 areas in it, like 4 like subsections. and the fourth one is always a temple, I'm guessing. So, and then like there are 3 additional challenges per subsection per area. So like I think it's 128 things total, like little symbols you can collect. But like when you beat an area, you get like a big treasure chest, which always has like a piece of crafting loot. And then you take the crafting loot back to the hub town, and you use that to craft new outfits.
Uniform outfits. And these outfits give you various different bonuses.
Yeah, but like it doesn't seem like any of them are necessary, although like some of them I could see maybe there are secrets hidden in different subsections of areas that you can only get. Like if you get the Kokiri outfit, it lets you shoot 3 arrows instead of 1 when you have the bow. So
Right. It's like for that kind of stuff, I could see that being super helpful during challenges because I went ahead and I did a couple of those. Yeah, just to see what they were. And for the first one, there's one that's pop all the balloons. And of course, having 3 arrows that spread out in kind of a fan clears those balloons really quick.
yeah.
So there's that. It helps a lot for time attack mode because when they have to go through an area that kills enemies. Same with the bomb suit because the bomb suit upgrades the bombs, makes the explosion that much bigger. You no longer need to tower to anything.
Yeah.
You no longer need to tower anything to blow them up. The bomb's big enough to blow it up if you time the bomb right.
Yeah.
So that can save you quite a bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, like, we just played through that first area, the forest area. It's pretty basic. I imagine it'll get more complicated, but a lot of the puzzles were revolving around the totem mechanic where everyone picks each other up. Sometimes, like, it'll be like a 3-story high thing, so the second person in the totem has to throw the person on top, like, up a little bit further. And then, like, the bottom person in the totem throws the second person onto another ledge, and then they all step on switches at different heights. And, like, that's the puzzle. It's like, oh, okay, it's not too hard. And
I think my favorite is the... sorry, I've forgotten you off.
You're fine.
I think my favorite is the assembly line one.
Yeah.
Where you start up as kind of the totem,
Yeah.
but you throw somebody across a ledge, and then they throw the person who's at the top across the other ledge. Then they pick up an item, and then you have to pass it back to each person right across.
Yeah, it's great because like there was one where like it was like something you had to shoot with an arrow on 2 sides, but it was like one up. So you had to totem up one person, have them shoot the arrow, and then throw it to the other person across a gap. Then they grab the person, and then the person on top shoots the arrow at the other one. And it's like this. It's really silly, but it's also like really satisfying, like tossing a person back and forth between players. It's really cool. Like I'm sure the mechanic gets used in different ways, like that I'm not expecting. Later on, but yeah, like if you've played Four Swords, like the original Four Swords more so than Adventures, it's a lot like that. Like at the start of an area, you'll probably get an item, or there are multiple items, and one person gets one of each or something, and then from there you just kind of use that information in teamwork. It's really silly though, because they're like these emotes. You have like a 4x4 or a 4x2 emote screen, and you can just rapidly tap them to make them get bigger and bigger and bigger on the top screen. So like there's one where you're like cheerleading with pom-poms and you can tap it multiple times to have them alternate hands. So Scott and I will just do that anytime we finish a puzzle or something. But yeah, it's like there are like 4 screens per subsection, and like once you finish a screen you go to the next one, finish a screen, go to the next one, and then at the end you get a treasure chest with a guaranteed piece of crafting loot. That's it. And then it pops you back out to the like party up room. It's a weird game. I like it. I'm excited to play more. But it's difficult. And
as far as the difficulty, it definitely does. For the demo, they took us to a level that had the 3 of us stumped. So at first we sent one of the other guys to try and figure it out. And then they sent me to try and figure it out. And I figured out some of it, but the problem was I couldn't get the entire picture. So we ended up having to toss each other back and forth these 3 platforms. And we had to backtrack, I think, 4 times before we finally figured it out.
Yeah.
So it does get more interesting.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I'm excited to play more. Scott and I were just like on a Skype call while we were playing, and like some third person would join us, and we we would just fuck with him by sending the wrong emotes, like item.
I'd toss him
when
off
we were
a
trying
cliff.
to leave.
Toss off a cliff every once in a while.
Yeah, and then do the thumbs
Then
up
we'd-
emote. Silly. Like the story of the game is fucking insane. It's ridiculous. Princess Styla got cursed by a witch, and she wears like this fucking like black leotard. It's like the most unstylish thing, and she's so depressed she never leaves the castle anymore. And so they need a hero with sideburns, parted hair, and pointy ears because obviously heroes only have those 3 characteristics to go into the Drablands. The Drablands. Another fashion joke. And fight off this witch's evil spell. So it's silly. The second dialogue option, one of the options is, it's adorbs, isn't it? And I'm like, oh my god, this game. Nintendo, what have you become? So, yeah, I like it a lot. We'll play more. Anything else you play, Scott?
Finally started that genocide run.
How's it going so far?
It doesn't feel good, I'll tell you that much.
I bet it feels real bad. Good.
Yeah, I'm stuck. Second boss fight.
Okay.
It's a lot harder than the other run.
Just harder because you have to kill everything, or harder because like the things that you avoided beforehand?
Oh, they get it's easier to go through the general game. However, the twists that come of you being, the mass murderer, it makes it seem like you push other characters further, so they try that much harder to stop you.
Yeah. Huh. That's, yeah, I imagine. Because you're basically the villain, right? So the people that are trying to stop you would be the good guys that from your previous run that you never had to fight.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Don't destroy your soul while you destroy all the other people's souls. Cool. No other progress in anything? No Kingdom Hearts?
No. I'm getting to that on Friday.
Yeah. No, I'm just over here just wagging his finger. You can play it as much as you want during Extra Life.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't say as much as he wants. Like probably up to 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then you kick him out.
But I mean, like he could easily finish it in that amount of time.
I don't think I could stay awake for that, to be honest.
I played Kingdom Hearts 2 for 15 hours out of our very first Extra Life.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was when I was the only one awake, and Scott couldn't stay the whole time.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't know if you were there.
I'm pretty sure I've been to each one.
That was before you joined the show. That was because you joined that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You joined in the spring.
Yeah, you joined like that May after that, and that was.
Oh, so there was one before that?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, you guys did.
Yeah,
that was October 2010. So yeah, that was before. Pre-Tony era, very brief era in Irrational Passion's history.
Yeah. Pretty shitty era, if I do say so myself.
Back when it was just the boner squad, as I refer to us, Scott, Evan, Joe, and I. We were indeed the boner
And
squad.
look at you guys now.
Whatever, man. Joe and I played Halo last night. We had a
Half of you are dead.
Evan's dead.
And Joe, status unconfirmed.
I think Joe's alright. I hope Evan doesn't die in a plane crash now that I've said that.
Yeah.
He's learning to fly. I don't know if we've... Not like with his hands, but like with a plane.
What?
Evan, he's learning to fly.
No, not with his hands.
Like he's not like learning to fly, like flap his arms around. He's like actually learning to fly a plane.
Yeah, I would assume that would have been.
I don't know, man. I don't know what our listeners assume. I don't assume anything now, because as soon as you do that, it makes an ass out of you and me. And Evan. Mostly Evan. Who wants to talk about other video games? I can talk about some other stuff.
No.
Okay. Played Triforce Heroes with Scott. I literally only play it with Scott. I figure I'm only going to play it with Scott. So.
Tony to buy it.
What?
Get Tony to buy it.
Yeah, Tony, you should buy it.
Yeah, when I'm buying things, maybe.
Yeah.
Want that Tekken King.
Kinda.
Let's not pry too deep into this dark hole we're going into. I played Destiny with Tony.
Yep.
I played almost all of my games I played this week were with other people.
There you go.
Gross.
Tony, yeah, right? It's the worst. Please help me. Take me back. Yeah, we played a whole bunch because I was trying to get No Time to Explain, which is an exotic weapon.
Yeah, we did a quest last week trying to get that, and then we were like, oh, well, looks like we have to wait until next week to finish it. And so then yesterday on the weekly reset, it was like, all right, the quest is time.
Yep.
To do that now.
So yesterday I did basically you have to get reputation with someone, which you do by either giving them items or doing quests for them. So I got the reputation, then I killed a minotaur, crushed its eye hole, and then the quest after that is run the Vault of Glass raid, which is the first raid, and beat the boss at the end of that. So I was
and then
Tony,
he'll drop an eye, and then you break that.
Yeah, then you break that. I was like, Tony, can you help me with this? And Tony found a group of people that were basically checkpointed at the boss. So we jumped right into the Vault of Glass and beat the boss. It's just like the very fun.
It's so funny because like if people watched our run of Vault of Glass, like it took us like 8 or 9 cycles to kill him on the time that we killed him. And then when we went in today to kill it, it was like we go into the future once, come out and kill the boss.
Yeah, oh yeah, we killed him in one run. But like we had way better weapons, and
of course.
Everyone knew what they were doing when we were so kind of like getting a plan going. By the end of like those last 2 runs in our Vault of Glass one that's on YouTube, everyone was like good.
Yeah,
it was just like a simple mistake, or we were running out of ammo constantly. So then we killed him, and then we did a stupid quest, 2 stupid quests.
Oh yeah, those are great, weren't they?
One where you have to like run around a multiplayer map and look for a chest, but you have to like checkpoint yourself in these like glowing circles, or else you'll die in 30 seconds. And so I did that, and then we killed a bunch of minotaurs and got the.
You mean we were killed by minotaurs?
We were killed by a bunch of minotaurs. Yeah, it's a weird quest line. I guess like it's all Taken King stuff. It's all like secret too, which it's cool. Like it's you have to work to figure it out and stuff. And with that gun, which is like a primary weapon, and you have a secondary and a heavy weapon, I am now light 289.
Yep.
And King's Fall raid is recommended 290. I was told that I'm raid ready. I'm ready to raid.
There. You're right there.
And so I'm going to do that soon, I guess.
Yeah.
And I told Jacob, who is one of our Dream Team members, that I can help him get raid ready as well. Yeah, it's been fun. I've got like all legendary items and exotic items.
Feels good to be all purple and yellow, huh?
Yeah, I look cool. I feel strong. I feel like I'm not useless anytime we do a tough mission, except for that fucking Minotaur mission.
Yeah, that was pretty bullshit.
Yeah, it's cool. Like again, the last week's title, I see the appeal of doing the same shit every day. It's fun, I play with other people. Like I played with Cameron past few days. I played with you, Tony. We found James on Twitter, who is, I believe, phased. He watches the stream all the time. He jumped in and played with us and helped us beat that last Minotaur mission. So yeah, it's fun. Do you have any other Destiny talk, Tony?
The Minotaurs killed us over 65 times.
Total, yeah. Anything else, Destiny, Tony?
I mean, same stuff. Beat the hard mode raid.
Is it hard?
It's not that much harder, but like they bumped up the like needed light level for the last boss. Like everything else is like manageable and like not that much harder, but then Oryx is like it's like 20 light levels higher than it used to be, and like it's a pain in the butt kind of unnecessarily. And the thing about it the thing that doesn't really sit well with me about the changes that they made is that once people's light levels get to that point, it'll be pretty much the exact same as the normal fight. Because the only thing that's making it more difficult now is that not everybody's at that level. So I'm not the biggest fan of like once everybody's number is higher, then the fight's the same, even though it's a hard mode fight. But other than that, it's a good fight. So
Yeah. Oh. I'm excited to see it for the first time. I need a sniper rifle apparently and a better heavy weapon.
yeah, you should probably get. I mean, your heavy weapon's not super necessary. Like I very rarely use a heavy weapon. I maybe should use it more than. But like it's just because I have a really good sniper rifle already. So.
So, once I get that, and I'll be okay. And I've got a few people. We're lining
You
up.
just need
we're
you just
building
need
the team.
150 legendary marks, and then you can buy one of the best sniper rifles. So.
Yeah, we're building the team over here. Sean Pitts, Tony, possibly Jacob, a few other people.
Scott Guthier?
Scott Guthier, not really.
Nope.
Yeah,
Brian Jackson
Brian Nabishin Jackson.
on the raid team.
Absolutely
Man,
not.
that'll be the day.
That would be crazy.
Yep.
I'd have fun. We'd have fun. As for other games I've been playing, Halo 5 came out this week. A whole bunch of video games. Played some Halo 5 last night. I played the first 2 story missions with my good compatriot Joseph Fate.
Are you playing on heroic? Like
I'm
a
not
real
playing
man?
on heroic.
Damn it!
I heard it was pretty fucked up too.
Really?
Yeah, I heard it's very, very, very hard. We've been having there's like this one part at the end of mission 2 that was like really tough on normal. So we might bump it up at some point. We'll see what happens. If we had 4 people, I'd feel more comfortable playing on heroic. But it's just Joe and I right now. He played as Buck, and I played as Locke. Buck is Nathan Fillion's character, for reference.
I'm hearing Buck is a pretty terrible character.
He seems all right, although I've only seen like a very little bit of the game. So I've heard a lot of things about Halo 5, and I'm trying not to pass any judgment until I kind of get to it. A lot of people hate the story.
Like how they lie to you.
Yeah, apparently, like a lot of people hate the story. Think it's like a goddamn mess, and some people like it. Like Jeff Gerstmann, for example. A lot of people love the multiplayer, and some people hate the multiplayer or think it's not as good. It's not up to snuff. So I played a little bit of campaign and a little bit of multiplayer. So I've gotten a little bit of perspective on both. Right now, like that whole like you were saying, Nabishin, they build it as like Master Chief goes AWOL with his team, blue team, and then Locke's team goes after them. Right, that happens in mission 2. So, like that's kind of like immediate, and I imagine there's a little bit more than that since there are 15 missions in the game. So, like mission 3, which I just started, I hadn't played yet, is Buck, and it starts with Buck and Locke talking about how they're going. Like Buck's like, I don't feel good about going after the Master Chief. And Locke's like, I don't feel good about it either. And then then it started, and I'm like, Joe will come back to this. And he's like, okay.
You're not even like past because like when there was previews for that game, they showed like probably like the first I think 4 or 5 missions or something like that. And
so
like,
the first mission is like the one where you've seen the CG cutscene of Team Osiris like falling down the mountain and punching dudes.
Yeah,
like that's mission
that was
1.
awesome.
Yeah, which continues to be awesome. That whole mission is really great. The second mission is Blue Team, Master Chief's team. They fucking they're flying through space, and then they shoot glass through a window, and then they burst through the window, and the airlock sucks out all of this Covenant. That's also awesome. So like both great introductions. So I've been introduced to both teams so far. But that's about it. Like Master Chief basically gets a message from the marketing they've been saying from an old friend, but I don't think it takes a lot of imagination to figure out it's Cortana. And basically then they take a small ship out of like the big ship that they're trying to take back from the Covenant, and they go off looking for where that message came from. But yeah, like Joe and I were talking about it kind of briefly. It's like, why would you send Locke's team of Spartans, like new Spartans, that are like clearly very elite after the Master Chief when there's like a war going on. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I like how it's formatted right now. There's another AI that I met. His name is Roland. He's yellow as opposed to blue. So, we'll see what happens. Multiplayer, on the other hand, I played one match of Warzone, which is, I guess, like one of the big new modes. And then a few matches of SWAT and Breakout, I think, is the new. It's kind of like the Breakout's like the new mode. Like the new 4v4 mode. Breakout's really cool. It's no shields, 4v4, and the objective of the map is capture the flag, but there's no respawns. So the other objective is just kill the enemy team. And it's fucking really intense because you spawn with just an SMG and a pistol, so like garbage. And knowing like the map and knowing where items spawn, which I guess is kind of, like classic Halo. I never really played too much Halo multiplayer, but I know that's like a big part of it. Knowing the map and the weapon spawns is clutch to having an advantage in those matches. And it's first to 5 wins, so it's very short rounds. It is similar. I was telling Tony about it earlier. It is similar to Call of Duty's Search and Destroy mode, but very, very different because there's no loadout or perks that play any role in it. So that's always what's been separating Halo from Call of Duty. Warzone is different because it's like 12 on 12 and it's a huge map and there are like NPC enemies around and you're like capturing kind of like big sections of the map. And if you kill NPCs, you're getting points. And like legendary bosses will spawn in it. It's super weird. It doesn't really sound like Halo at all, but it's kind of cool because like while you're trying to take, it's like kind of like domination. While you're trying to take points across the map, you're also fighting off these NPCs and getting points. And those points you can use to requisition better items and vehicles. So you can spawn in a tank or like in a warthog or spawn with better weapons. And you spend requisition points doing that. And the better your team does, the more requisition points you have. And there are different like tiers to requisitions. Like, requisition tier 6 is now open, so now I can spawn a tank, but it's going to cost all 6 of my points. It's cool. Like I only played one round of that. It's a longer match. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Battlefield, if anything else. But obviously, since you're requisitioning stuff for every spawn, it also kind of feels like Counter-Strike, which is awesome. Like it's actually, but they actually hit that feeling really well. I don't know. All of the multiplayer stuff I saw seemed really awesome. The other mode I played was SWAT. SWAT is like 4v, or I think it might be 4v4, it might be 8v8, but it's no shields, headshots only, and only guns with headshots. That mode is fucking intense. There's no respawn timer on that mode as well, so you're just back in it every fucking second. And yeah, that one's intense. But yeah, I mean, Tony, you were telling me, you were watching some Giant Bomb stuff and you thought the multiplayer looked terrible. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the visual style of it that much. It's like it doesn't look like a Halo game to me. Like it kind of looks like Halo, but it looks like Halo done poorly.
I guess I don't see what you're saying with that. Maybe if I had a better idea of the specific example, but it's very, very fast paced. Which I wasn't expecting because Halo has always felt a little bit clunkier to me. And even when I played 1 through 4 in 60 frames on the Xbox One beforehand, it's always felt clunky and slower. This doesn't. This feels fast. It feels responsive. And, like, honestly, the shooting in it is, it's like right up there with Destiny as far as, like, some of the best console responsive shooting I've ever felt.
Like, that's kind of like something I kept, like, thinking about when I was watching it. It was like, I could be playing this or something super comparable in the Destiny multiplayer, and I think I would take Destiny multiplayer every time.
I see what you're saying. I'll say, because like I'm someone who does also enjoy Destiny multiplayer. Halo seems just like there's a bit more going on than in the Destiny multiplayer. that breakout mode is really, really appealing. Just like the no respawns, the no shields, the very, very intense, very short firefights that happen. And like Sean, when he was on, he talked about how like in Destiny, it feels like even it's not about who sees who first. It's about outmaneuvering and outthinking your opponent. And that's Destiny's thing of like, you have longer to think because you don't die immediately. And this is kind of like somewhere around that, but not in that who sees who first. Because like you have on the B button in Halo 5, it's mapped to like a thruster that you can thrust left or right, like shoot yourself in one direction. So like I've had breakout firefights where I see two people and I thrust, like I boost right behind a blockade and then jump up, climb up, and then like you can do like a ground pound, and like I took down one person and then shot the other in the head. And it was very quick, but I thought about everything that I was doing, and I felt like I could get around it, even though I was outnumbered and I saw them second. So, I don't know. Like I'd be curious to see what you thought if you got a chance to sink your teeth into it.
Yeah,
Which you will have an opportunity to do so. So
that's true.
I like it. I like both aspects of what I played, the story and the multiplayer so far. So, do you guys have any questions about it?
No.
Yeah. Are you gonna get a Halo 5 nomination?
No, I haven't played the other ones. I'm interested though. It's more of like a lore perspective. Like
No,
if
like
I ever get into it.
I mean after you finish 1 through 4.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It'll be cheap. It'll be a while before I even get through those games if I ever do. But I'm still interested in it.
That game just being natively 60 FPS it looks fucking phenomenal, but also just like the movement of it, the speed of it is so good. So good. Yeah, the only other thing I've been playing is Tales of Hysteria, which I actually somehow managed to play a lot of. I guess like I didn't play that much of Halo 5, Destiny, or Triforce Heroes this week. I just played in different amounts of sessions, but I'm about 10 hours into Tales of Hysteria now. Tony, you've been playing it as well.
Yep.
So I now have someone to talk about it with. What do you think?
I like it. I really am kind of hit or miss on the combat.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is not my favorite Tales combat. But the rest of it is a very Tales game, and so far, it's been pretty good.
What do you think of the combat in comparison to Tales of Grace's F?
Well, Tales of Grace's F is my favorite Tales combat.
You're
and,
wrong.
I didn't say that.
I didn't mean it for you, but sure. It's like there was a long pause there. I didn't know something was going to happen.
I was waiting. But
I don't know. Like, it might also just be that I'm playing on PC and that there's a little bit of lag going on during the combat stuff, and that can kind of mess it up a little bit. But like there's some pretty cool stuff going on. Like the armatization system's pretty sweet.
yeah.
That's probably my favorite part about the combat so far is that new feature and like switching around what Seraph is like partnered with you. But I don't know if I'm far enough into the game to like have enough people with me to like see all of the stuff with the combat, right? Like there are 2 humans and 2 Seraphs with me right now.
Yeah.
So that's like the actual like combat options are very like I think they're very different than if I had like 3 humans and 1 Seraph or something like that.
Yeah. I kind of brought it up last week. They're about the whole Seraphim thing. They're like spirits. So, like, in combat, you can have 2 people and 2 Seraph, and, like, the Seraphim are linked to humans. Right now, like, I imagine they might be able to armatize with other characters. I don't know. Honestly.
Yeah, who knows?
But right now, you can, like, basically fuse with a Seraphim. Like, your main character, Saray, he can fuse with them, and, like, they call that armatizing, and, like, he basically gets a special weapon depending on which character he fuses with. So... Right. I have 3 Seraphim in my party. You have 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like 3 different options with that. And you can swap the Seraphim out at any point. So like if a Seraphim character dies where I'm at, I have 3. So I'll swap them out for another one. And then after about 30 seconds, they'll revive with full health.
Yeah.
And the human characters can't do that, so it gives you an advantage because like while Seraphim's swapped out, they'll recover health slowly. So it's there's a little bit more depth there to it, and also like basically the same points you can use to fuse and armatize, you can also use to refill your spirit chain gauge, which is like the gauge that you spend to attack. So you can refill that like 3 hits into a combo, restart the combo, and then keep doing that over and over again to keep a combo going forever, and then end it with an armatization that will link to more attacks. So like it very at a very good pace, it gets more and more complex.
Right.
Which I really like. And I'm still, like, about 12-ish hours in. I'm still learning new things and getting new abilities. So, and anytime, like, a new character joins the combat, things change a lot. So, I'm really curious to see where it goes with it. What do you think of the story?
So far the story's been pretty good.
It's kind of like lighthearted in a way, right?
Yeah. I like that there's a lot of like, especially the one character, Lila. She's like constantly just like dropping the funny bombs all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's got the classic like Tails super awkward political meeting. Because like obviously your MC is never the politically minded person.
Yeah, but I like that he's kind of like a badass about it, though.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty sweet. Like the story has been good. I thought that the beginning was a little dry, but it picked up pretty quickly. So
yeah. As soon as you meet a different character, it's like, oh,
yeah,
this is actually kind of interesting, and like I like that dynamic of when Alicia shows up and she can't see the Seraphim and stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's cool. Like it is very much like a very, very stereotypical good versus evil kind of combat. Like you're fighting a force that is called malevolence,
right?
But they start positioning malevolence as something that isn't inherently evil. Which it gets real fucking interesting. Like they say, like if a villainous person like truly deeply believes in their villainy, then they wouldn't be corrupted by this evil force. Like they would still be pure in a way. It's like, I wonder how that plays out. I think I've met the villain of the game, which you can see him in the anime intro. And he's very much like, oh, this is the bad guy.
Okay.
Because he was a piece of metal.
Enter antagonist.
He looks like a lion. Like it's very much like, yeah, enter antagonist. Antagonist enters stage right, and then like, oh, okay, bad dude.
This guy seems real evil.
Yeah, and like there doesn't seem to be like if the one complaint I could lodge at it so far is that like, as interesting as the characters seem, and the world is becoming more and more interesting, like there doesn't seem to be like a through line of story or of plot.
Yeah.
But the questions that they're bringing up are still like interesting. Like I had to make a choice, which was weird. I was like, oh god, Tales of Xillia 2 territory. But no.
Yeah, I too had to make a choice.
Was it related to a bridge?
No, it was related to getting into the back of a cathedral.
Ah, okay. Yes. That is another choice that I had to make, which is, again, it's not like black and white, left or right.
Yeah.
So like I think they're incorporating the choice stuff that they did with Xillia, except like not poorly. I don't know. What do you think of the presentation also? Like the sweeping cameras and transitions between combat and...
I do like that whenever you like fight something, it's wherever you hit them, right? Like if you are in like a tight hallway, when somebody hits you, then you fight the enemy there.
Yep.
I like that a lot more than like, cut to black, go to like nondescript open battle arena.
Yeah.
And then back to like whatever hallway you were in. It was jarring for a while, like how you'd be in a cutscene and then it would just like pan the camera around and go.
Yeah.
But I got used to that rather quickly.
Yeah.
So
It's cool. It kind of feels like a modern video game,
yeah, it's kind of weird.
which
I
is
don't know.
weird for a
I don't
Tales
like it.
game. It's nice though. It's weird because Tales has been for so long comfort food. Like this is just old hat kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But seeing the series,
Let's get
evolve,
lost in this for a while.
Yeah, seeing that it's evolved and kind of probably listened to a lot of feedback that's been out there is kind of cool.
I've noticed a distinct lack of skits for some reason.
Yeah, they only really appear a group of skits will appear when you go to a save point.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. I'm used to something happens and then a few steps later there's a skit, and then randomly when you're walking skit.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. It's been kind of weird just not have them popping up all the time. I'm am I missing stuff or
Yeah, so if you feel like you're skit deprived, just stand by a save point and probably 3 will be available for you, which is weird. But I guess they did that because it was that way you just have sections where you can just listen to skits.
Yeah.
Also, what's weird, and obviously you'll probably think this is weird, none of the game can be broadcast, screenshotted, or recorded. Absolutely none.
That is weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you start the game, it says you've entered a section where recording is blocked, and then it never goes away.
Well, I'm playing on PC, so I can always screenshot and record
on
and everything
PS4,
else. Yeah, but on
specifically.
PS4.
Which is what? It's so weird. Makes me wonder, because this is Namco. I wonder if they'll do that with Dark Souls 3.
I'm just waiting for the Tales of Zestiria nude mod for PC.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's super weird. I've never seen that with a game. No one's ever blocked a whole game, but
Yeah, the entire game. Usually they'll block the anime intro or something.
the anime intro, or Metal Gear Solid blocks the last cutscenes of the game, which okay, that makes sense, sure. But yeah, it's a whole game.
That music, man.
That fucking music in that intro is so good. That intro
It's
is
pretty
so
good. It's a good intro.
And so anytime I get a trophy, it says can't take a screenshot here because it normally takes a screenshot anytime you get a trophy to show when you got it. So it's weird.
Yep.
Do you
Speaking
like it?
of trophies, I do really enjoy Zestiria.
Yep.
Speaking of trophies, I was supposed to unlock a Hunter trophy in Destiny this week, and it didn't unlock, so that's annoying.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm trying to platinum that game, so that's being really annoying.
Someday. Don't you have to get all 3 classes to max level?
I have a max level of all 3 classes. You have to. The silver trophies are tied to maxing out a subclass.
Okay.
And so when I already had the Warlock one, and when I maxed out my Hunter during the raid this week, then it didn't pop the trophy, and still hasn't in the couple days since. So I guess I'll just max out another one and see if it pops. Because if I read their support article on their website, and it's these are 2 things you can do. You can restart your system and see if it pops, or you can just re-log into your character. Otherwise, we can't manually unlock trophies, so you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, I've heard that sometimes a week late a trophy will pop.
Yeah, so we'll see.
With Destiny.
Hopefully that happens, because I'm actually pretty close to the platinum. I need one. There's one trophy that's going to be hard to do, and then I need to do a raid with 6 people all in the same clan, because that's a trophy.
Yep.
And doing LFG raids, that never happens. So
Yeah. Worth giving a shot, I guess. Trying to think of anything else Tales of Zestiria. Yeah, there's not a bad character in that game.
yeah, I haven't met one that I disliked yet. So
There's I met a different race of seraphim that are kind of your stereotypical, I'm a cute Japanese creature and I have a high-pitched voice.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, it was pretty short, and it wasn't that annoying or anything. And it was like a lot of the minor characters are actually kind of interesting. I'm this is so weird. Modern video games. And there's also a metagame to that game, which you will unlock soon, I think.
I think I've already done. So
the Lord of the Land stuff.
Yep, I've already done that.
Super weird.
Yeah, it is pretty out there.
Yeah, it's
I will say that I'm playing on PC with my PS4, DualShock 4, and for some reason, like the game has Xbox One and Xbox 360 controller support, I'm guessing, and it thinks that my left bumpers are both the left and right bumpers, and the right bumpers don't do anything.
You gotta remap it, man.
So, but like I don't know if there's a good way to do that. I might just joy do key it or something.
Yeah.
But like I can't free run in battle because it tries to target stuff.
Yeah.
So
That is
that's kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I've been playing. Tony, did you play anything else outside of Destiny?
Actually, I have a question that might solve that.
Okay.
Is there a menu that that allows you to walk around the game while the game's still going? Because generally, when that's the case, in games that have targeting systems, the targeting system won't work while you have the menu open, and even though most of your screen's still there, you can run right through.
No, the screen pauses the game completely.
Yeah. So like the way that it works in Zaciria is like you'd press like the left bumper, and that would unlock your character's movement, so you could free run. And that helps you like evade attacks and stuff. But for some reason, like I think R2 is target, so and that'll display like information, a little pane. It'll pause the combat and display a pane of information with like known weaknesses and how much HP is left and stuff like that. So when I press the free run button, it like I get like about 5 milliseconds of time where it will like buffer the target screen, and I can move a little bit. So the way I've been free running is I'll hold the direction I want to free run, and then just hammer on the free run button, and he'll just inch that way, and the target thing keeps coming up. So it's a workaround method, but I need to like do some research and see if I can fix that.
Yeah, you have to hold a button to like run around freely.
Right.
I mean, like, you know, it's not something you really have to do.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. And like most of the time it's better that you're like set on a line like front and back with your target anyway. It's just that I find myself pretty frequently getting like trapped up against a wall or like next to a wall and not having great camera control because I can't really move around the enemy, but only to and like closer and farther away from it.
Yeah.
So
I mentioned it last week. There's not really a big onus on like leveling's not that important. Like usually I'm fighting stuff that's like 5 or 6 levels above me, and I'm destroying it.
Usually I play these games on the hardest difficulty, but since I'm playing on PC and there's a little bit of a lag issue going on in combat, I put it down on normal and I haven't had any trouble.
Yeah,
so.
it's but like the difficulty is weird because like I'll run into like maybe one boss that's like super easy and then one that's like really hard, and they're like right next to each other. Or just like one boss that has like a weirdly too strong attack or something. It's usually fine, but it's just, you know, the Tales games always have like a weird balance issue. So it's either too easy or too hard. And again, like most of your system of like getting stronger and getting stat boosts is like linked to items instead of
I have not really given it enough time to really like wrap my head around exactly how like using items and stuff in that game works.
It's not too complicated.
It doesn't like it looks more complicated than it is, I'm sure, but
they actually have a couple of like a series of like 4 skits that explains it really well.
Okay.
So which was weird also. It's cool. I like the game. Again, seeing everyone say like, this is the most samey video game series that's ever been released.
Good.
It's like, it's kind of not like in its own ecosystem. Tales of Zestiria is kind of the weirdest Tales game that's ever been made.
Yeah, I agree. It's very different.
But like, I guess if you're looking at it from the outside and all JRPGs,
they're pretty much. It's just like all the other Tales games, except for the things that only people who play all the Tales games would notice.
Yep. Anything else, Tony?
I kind of played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes this week. I like did like 3 bombs with someone while we were testing it to like make sure that it like that the thing I had printed out was the correct thing and all that, and that it worked.
You got a 3-ring binder?
Yeah, I printed out bombmanual.com, printed that shit out, and I set up. I made a really nice a really nice binder. Like it's all there like in page protectors, and I opted to, instead of double siding the pages, I put one page per like per side, and that way you had to flip through pages more to find the shit that you wanted. So that'll be fun. I'm excited to play that like with people in the same room. Because the way I did it before, I just played over Skype.
Are we gonna tape it to a table?
We can. I don't know.
We can do whatever.
Yeah. And I played the first like 2 hours or so of Undertale.
You know why they did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they could hunch over it and have to like crowd around it.
Well, so it'll stay in the camera wouldn't have to move.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Because it would move the binary all around.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll have a camera on the actual pages itself. We'll see. Hopefully.
That shouldn't be. I don't know. I haven't watched too much about like people playing that game just because I want it to be like I don't want to know too much when we all play it.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of it. I know nothing.
I watched a lot.
But like on the couple things that like I did watch, no one ever really shows like people flipping through the book. It's you always see the bomb, so you always get to see the diffuser's point of view. So
okay, I'm excited.
Yeah, that game's great. But like I was saying, I played the first couple hours of maybe like the first hour, maybe hour and a half of Undertale. That game is like I don't like it as much as I like watching people play that game. Because like I don't know, that game to me like is more of like a it's better when it has the narration and stuff. So like when I'm watching like some person like somebody on like if the Game Grumps are playing on YouTube, they give every character its own voice and all that stuff. So I feel like I kind of like that a little bit more than playing it myself. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but you know the game is cool. I have spared every single thing so far that I have encountered.
You're such a Scot. I'm just kidding.
No, if I was a Scot, I would have murdered everything.
Well, that was his first playthrough. He spared everything. All right. That's everything?
I think that's it.
Nobshin, do you want us to take a break and then you talk about your games, or do you want to talk about your games and then we take a break?
We'll make a break, sure.
Cool. Then we'll take a break. When we come back, we have Nobshin's games, we got news and gaming, and that's about it.
Bye, Felicia.
So yeah, bye Felicia. We'll be back in just a little bit. I just need a new glass of water.
Scott, your brother is playing Destiny.
All right.
I don't know why, but like every once in a while he'll be like on playing Destiny. He's like level 10.
So how far did you end up getting in Undertale?
Let me.
Like
Here, I'll load it up.
past the
real
tutorial,
quick.
right?
I'll load it up real quick and I'll tell you where I'm at. I bought cookies from the Spider Bake Sale.
Yay, that's important.
Wow. I just wanted to give the spiders some cash.
You'll find out anyway.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happens if you don't. If you don't, you can't complete the true pacifist. You'll find out why.
Undertale, let's see. I really like the music though.
Yeah, the music is very good.
Oh, whoops. That was the wrong button. I was like, skip please, and it was like, quit the game. Let me see. Continue. Oh, I'm at... oh yeah, I remember. Last time I played, I died from something. I think I was doing a puzzle and trying to like farm like those dudes who, if you say you're hungry, they give you one green fruit.
Oh.
Like to get my health all the way up, and they ended up killing me. So I am back at the point where you are next to a mouse hole with cheese.
No, so are you still in the tutorial?
I would assume.
Yeah, if you're not out of the ruins, you're still in the tutorial.
Then yes, I am still there.
Yeah, that part of the game is all right. Everything else is that much better.
Hmm. It's like it's in my folder for Extra Life that just has like stuff to do during Extra Life, along with like the bomb game, which I was actually looking for you earlier this week, so we could like mess with it a little bit.
Oh yeah, nobody was finding me anywhere.
You were fucking gone.
Derek got a big bowl of Halloween candy for trick or treaters.
Yeah,
We have eaten almost all of it before Halloween.
I was gonna say I should come over and like say hi.
You fat fuck.
I have had 3 Kit Kats. This is my 3rd that I'm eating right now. Ethan and Derek are animals, okay?
So Derek bought the candy and then he ate it all.
He ate by far most of it, so. Well, what you gonna do?
Yeah, it's just you walk up to you walk into the living room and Derek's just sitting there with a giant bag of candy in his lap, just like shut up, don't say anything.
He told me earlier that I needed to shut the fuck up and he'll just buy more.
Yeah. Shut up, I'll buy more before Halloween so I can't eat it.
He did say that. None of us are gonna be here though, because I work until 6. I guess I'll be around for a little bit after that. I might have to go. Why am I in podcasts? I need music. All right, now, Machine, you ready?
Nope.
AC's not back yet.
So are we raiding before you work tomorrow or something? Is that the plan?
We have not set anything up yet. We can. Why don't? We can. We'll see.
Yeah.
There's no rush, Tony.
That's what I said. Literally, I said that.
No, you said, when are we doing it? Or we're raiding before you work tomorrow? Is that?
Yeah, because that's what I thought you had mentioned earlier.
No, I just said that I'll be around before I work tomorrow. Naked. Naked.
Here's a good one.
Oh my god.
What do you call a Mexican Jedi?
I don't know, Yoda. What do you call a Mexican Jedi?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Funny joke. I'm ready to start.
Obi-Wan. Evan would lose his mind to that one. All right. And we're back. Hey, Navashin. What have you been playing, my good friend, my fellow friend? Good.
Nothing too much. I've been playing a lot of this guy. That's been like my main thing I've been playing. Yeah, I played like maybe like 4 or 5 chapters in like the last few days. It's still really good. It's still really interesting. It's just one of those games that I just really like to play. So there's nothing really much more to say about it because there's nothing I can really describe about it that I haven't really actually have said before. But like yeah, this guy's my jam, so I enjoy playing that a lot. I bought How to Fool Boyfriend. I haven't played it yet, but I just bought it like maybe like a few days ago. Not a few days ago, a few hours ago.
Solid choice.
I need to play that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have nothing. I know nothing about that game except you date pigeons, and you can change them to pretty boys if I want to. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to try that game out. I just never got a chance around it, and now I did. So I'll just play that on my Vita. Never get a chance to. So that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
it's. I want to try that out. I want to try out Her Story, and a couple other indie things out there.
The Honey Pop.
Hoonie Pat.
Seems almost like a weak year for indies. To be
I
honest.
feel like I've been ignoring indies. Like I've had a couple of good ones. Axiom Verge, as kind of disappointed as I was, I still liked it. And Ori, obviously, I loved. I mean, that's like probably my top 5 still. But yeah, I mean, like some good stuff has come out, like Her Story that I haven't played yet, and Undertale, and that one that the Stanley Parable guy put out.
I didn't hear about that one.
It's called what?
I know of it. I just don't know the title.
Yeah, I'm totally blanking on the title.
The one I know about is Soma. Does that
Yes.
count as an indie title?
Yeah, Soma's indie. It's a horror title. Maybe I can play that as well. It looked interesting. It looked cool. I don't know too much about it though.
Made from the Amnesia guys.
Yeah, that's what the biggest thing about it that's drawing me in. I just The
I
Amnesia
wasn't a
guys
fan.
know how to fucking get under my skin. So I know you're not like a huge fan of that Scott. I don't know. You had one, didn't you? Now, Machine. You had like one indie game. I thought
Did I play Freedom Planet?
Freedom Planet. Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, I need to
Did
go
that
back.
come out this year?
It came out on Wii U this year, right?
Yes.
And it came out on PC last year, so that counts. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to. I need to go back through and take a peek at. Like, I mean, I also played the Xbox One game program one. Can't even think of the name. God, I'm off with names today. But
The Lone Dark.
yeah, the Long Dark. Yeah. So that
The
was
level's been super quiet.
yeah.
That game been
They
talked about
still,
like 2 years ago, maybe.
they still put out. I think it's bi-monthly or monthly updates for that. So there's a bunch of new stuff on the Xbox One version. So I need to check it out. But yeah, it has been, I guess, a quieter year. I mean, now we've got spoilers for news, but like No Man's Sky is next year and Firewatch as well. So and Tacoma. So
Yeah.
Sorry, continue, Nabishin.
Only other things I've been playing a little bit more Uncharted 2. I just got to the train.
Yeah.
I've been playing that.
How good
that's why
does
I
it
didn't
look?
Oh, the train section.
Yeah.
I haven't. I just started it.
Okay.
That's where I stopped at. I was just playing it before we started this. So yeah, because I haven't been playing that. I've been playing anytime I would turn on my PS4. I've been playing this guy. So yeah, I just decided to play a little bit more Uncharted, and I got to that part.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing on that. More Persona 4 Dancing All Night. There's nothing really much more to say about that. Still ain't play story, so I guess that's the only other thing I could say.
Massive Chalice came out this year.
Yeah, that did come out this year.
That's a great game. So
Now I think it's weird to say since we're on this indie talking point.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe it's like the perception of like everything being free on PlayStation Plus or Xbox Games with Gold that like we're just like not really like I'll just wait for the free version or something. I don't know. Maybe it's that perception, but like on the other hand, like pretty much every game that comes on that I don't even bother downloading. More or less, it's because I just don't care. Like it has to look interesting for me to even download it because I just don't want it cluttering my download queue. It's a stupid thing to say, but like it's something that I do. Like I had to get Xbox One for like maybe like 3 months or something like that. I don't think I've downloaded any of the free games that hasn't been of interest as far as like the games they just announced like 2 free games. You can have them. You just download them. You can just have them. Like no, I'm probably not going to download you because I just don't mind download.
I mean, like to be fair, like I'm looking at a list. I was just like I googled like 2015 best indie games just out of curiosity. I'm looking at a list that says 11 upcoming indie games that you should know about. For the most part, it's 2016 games, and it's like these are all the indie titles that I'm actually releasing. Like Firewatch, Below, Hyper Light Drifter, Cuphead, The Witness, Rime, Inside, which is the new game from the Limbo guys.
Right.
Severed, which is the new game from
Drinkbox,
No Man's Sky, and Mighty Number 9. I'm like, oh yeah, these are like all of the indie games that I'm really, really interested in.
Yeah.
And they're all next year, so.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably some off year. It's fine. Like a year or two that was AAA, so you know. So
I mean, this is like a big AAA year. So like between Witcher, Metal Gear, Fallout, Halo, Battlefront, you've got pretty much almost every month covered by something big and AAA and interesting. So
indeed. And the only other thing I've been playing is Persona 4 Golden. Like I was just setting up my my PlayStation TV, making sure that it worked and everything. And like I was like, oh, let me just jump in here just so I can test it out. And like I pretty just ended up playing it for like 4 or 5 hours straight.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I need to play this game again. So like I think that's
why I haven't even started another playthrough because I know that's going to happen.
So like I'm thinking I'm gonna play a lot of Down My Extra Life because I still need to just collect all the books and like just max out all the social links, and then I'll get my platinum and I'll be happy. So
Yeah.
I think that's worth another playthrough. Because I saved like one of my saves that I have for that game is like right before, or pretty much right when like everything's open. So like you do all your social links. That's when everything starts to open and you do all your interactions whenever. So I'll just start from that save and just move forward and like right now. Uh, I got to where I had to fight Yukiko Shadow, so like it was like right after that, then I have to like manage my time and know like what I need to who I need to talk to, what books I need to buy and all this other garbage and and talk to the fox and everything like that. Get those out of the way because that's gonna be like the biggest pain was doing the box stuff because I did my last playthrough and I think it was like Shu or like I think it was probably like the woman with her son is the social links I didn't finish, so that kind of made me mad. I think those are the only two that were left. So.
Yeah, so basically, my most recent playthrough of that game, I was trying to do everything, but I didn't finish all the social links, and I messed up the Margaret thing. But I have pretty much the compendium. I think I'm at 98%. I just need the last personas that you can only get from maxing out social links. Mm-hmm. So I just need, I think that's just 3 that I need. So like I'm on the final boss, like final actual boss in the true ending dungeon. So what I'm thinking is I'll just finish that playthrough and then start a new game plus playthrough after beating that with that compendium. So that way I can just buy the super Izanagi and then just fucking...
That's exactly what I did. That's exactly
right through the game, and like that way, like the in-dungeon stuff, I can rescue people in one day, and then focus on the stuff that I want to see.
Actually, what I actually did was because like you have to wait until you get to the fusion point of like 8. You have to like fusion them all together, so that'll be like later on in the game. That's not at the beginning.
Well, you can if you have him, you can just buy him back from the compendium.
I think I would have done that though, because like
he might be the one that you can't buy from the compendium.
I think so.
But at the very least, I could just buy something.
Because I had my personal super Izanagi, but being my regular Izanagi that I used the entire game, and he was like level 93, and like I saved the compendium, so like I just bought him again. It's like I just wreck shot it for everybody when I looked at the game. So like
else, I'd just buy another like level 90 persona that I have. So
yeah, so like right now I'm probably gonna I'm probably just gonna keep my personas like all like pretty much keep the personas like level, but like all my weapons are like in the max level weapons. So like if I just do one hit with my regular weapon, it'll like instantly kill them. But like if I use my persona to actually attack them, it'll be like they'll just do like their regular hit probably for that level or where they would be at. So like just to keep the game like a little bit more interesting and fun, I would probably just keep doing that. Just because like I still have to level up myself, so I'm like I'm still fighting every like shadow I see in the dungeon. So like like it's just like it's a fun thing to do again.
I just like because you get it, Nobishin. I just don't want to go back and then finish the game and then start a new game.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had just done that, like finish that out before, but I will. Like it'll make that experience so much better. I'll just skip through kind of the ending, so I can see it organically when I go through the game again. So, cool. Yeah, it's good to hear you getting back into that. Is that it?
That's pretty much it, I think.
Then let's talk about some news. News in gaming. Some news happened. We have some news from last week that I figured we could go over pretty quickly. Kojima left Konami. His last day was the 8th of October, I think.
He did some on extended vacation.
Yeah, he's on. As Konami said, he's on extended vacation. We have no idea if that's true or not, but a lot of people are kind of taking this as Kojima has left Konami.
I don't think we'll know until like pretty much the beginning of next year.
Next year or December. So basically, you know, it was a report that came out from like the New Yorker that Kojima left Konami. Konami replied saying he was on extended vacation, and that his last day was, but like the New Yorker was saying that his last day was like the 8th of October or something, like pretty much right after Metal Gear Online launched. And the only other tidbit was that he had a non-compete clause with Konami. His contract said that it was non-compete until December. So if he wanted to do or say anything, it would be after that point. So, yeah. We won't know for sure for a couple months, probably.
A lot of official publications reporting on video game news is interesting. Like the New Yorker and the Wall Street Journal have been breaking a lot of stuff lately.
Variety as well has been reporting a lot.
Mm.
I'm pulling the strings behind the scenes to get Variety to cover video game news. A certain friend of Irrational Passions, Jacob Ryan, is going to the Los Angeles Fallout 4 launch party. So, make it happen. Someday I'll wiggle my way in there. Just make it all about video games. Another news story from last week: YouTube Red is launching next month, I guess, or this week maybe.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to launch this week, or next week, as of last week. So yeah, this week. It's a $10 a month service, and you don't get ads when you view YouTube. And you can stream music to Google Play Music. So it's kind of like Spotify as well. Apparently a lot of YouTube creators are not happy about this. I guess like for the smaller non-YouTube partners, basically the people like Irrational Passions, for example, that uploads videos, and their only revenue, since they're not a partner with YouTube, is just the ad revenue that they get. They get no revenue from viewers with YouTube Red. So, and also YouTube Red sounds super like porny. I don't know, like
RedTube?
Yeah, like RedTube. Come on, guys. Tony, you unmuted your microphone. I have a feeling you have something you want to add to that.
No, I just realized that it was muted. This should probably change.
Does YouTube Red sound super porny to you?
It sounds pretty porny, yeah.
Yeah. I also just like saying the word porny.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I was actually.
What is happening?
Oh.
Ah.
Ah.
That was scary.
Ooh.
So,
It's
like,
a very simple.
you can subscribe to some YouTube channels, like the Kind of Funny Games channel. You can subscribe to. And I was thinking, like, if I could like do a $5 a month subscription and subscribe to like Game Grumps, and then I wouldn't have to watch ads for them, but I would be able to like pay to support them. I would do that, and some channels offer that, some don't. I don't really know how that breaks down.
On YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
That's news to me.
Yeah, and like I never saw a news story about it. Let me look it up, make sure they're still doing it, because I know it was.
That'd be just like Twitch, and that'd be like an actual decent thing to actually do.
Yeah, and like that would be good. Yeah, so like I'm looking at the Kind of Funny YouTube channel, right? And there's something in the top right corner. It says toss a few bucks if you like what we're doing.
Or is that just a tip jar?
I guess that's just a tip thing. I wasn't sure if that was like a monthly thing. But yeah, like, you know, something like that, if you could like subscribe to your favorite channels. Because I mean, like, YouTube just launched their live platform, their live gaming platform too. Like, you know, I could see that like becoming a thing, but one sweeping YouTube Red thing, like, it makes sense because YouTube's also like huge for music and music videos. But also, like, it's huge for other things, like Let's Players and creative people, like, you know, musicians, like indie musicians and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea, but apparently, you know, creators aren't super stoked about it. I think we'll wait and see and kind of see what the pushback from it is. Scott, we do have some September NPDs.
Okay.
No picture deals. If you wanna go on a journey with us. Does that sound like something you want to do?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
which it's actually an option. You pulled this from Venture Beat. It's actually a pretty detailed article. I like it. And it's got some other interesting tidbits outside of just the top 10 software sales in North America from September. But you want to read those out to us, Scott?
Yep. All right. Number 10, you have Minecraft for consoles.
Yay!
NHL 16 for consoles.
It's all consoles.
Pretty much. There's no Wii U, but I mean, I don't think it's released there, so
No.
whatever.
Like all the lists are.
Mad Max, yeah, so Xbox One. Disney Infinity,
3.0.
3.0.
That's Star Wars edition.
Super Mario Maker. Hey, look, that's a single system.
Yeah.
Damn.
Interesting. Exclusive. Right.
Destiny, the Taken King. FIFA 16. Metal Gear Solid 5. Madden NFL 16. And NBA 2K16 at 1. Wow, I'm rusty on this.
That's fine. We haven't done this for months, and Nabishin put in the doc, and I want to bring it back. It's happening. So in these parentheses, I know people aren't looking at it right here, but basically lists the best-selling platform to the worst-selling platform, like however well it's sold. So like
Right.
Destiny: The Taken King sold best on Xbox One, which is interesting.
Doesn't include the bundles.
I guess that doesn't or does include the bundles.
Doesn't. It says it in the article.
Okay. And like Metal Gear Solid 5 sold best on PS4. Mario Maker is the only exclusive on the list, and obviously that's like right in the middle. Yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. Metal Gear Solid 5, I guess, selling better than FIFA is a little bit of a surprise. But some other stuff that they say in this article.
Well, it's in the U.S., so.
Yeah, true. You're absolutely correct. Customers spent $1.01 billion on new games and hardware in the U.S. in September at retailers, which is 9% down from the 1.10 as opposed to $1 billion from last year. And hardware was down 27%, which I guess I don't want to say it makes sense, but at some point there are going to be peaks and valleys with the hardware sales. But yeah, that seems to be detail-wise the only other thing. Metal Gear Solid 5 was the biggest release in terms of hype, but obviously couldn't outsell Madden or NBA because those games just have a huge, broad appeal. But yeah, no surprises, I guess. After 23 months on the market, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One combined sales are 40% higher than the 23-month totals for PS3 and Xbox 360. Cool. Video games are doing all right, I guess. Now, news that happened this week. Nabishin linked some other stuff in here that I'm pulling up. One that I do know, Mario Maker is getting a big-ass update on November 4th that is adding checkpoints.
Yeah.
Is this exciting? Not exciting?
Yes.
This is actually really cool.
It's incredibly exciting.
Yeah, I said, the kind of lack of checkpoints was a really big turnoff for me, but this is, I did not expect them to do this. Yeah, that's awesome. So Nintendo's patching it. It's going to be a big patch, it sounds like. Checkpoint flags is just going to be another creative tool that you can add to the level. And if you shake them, you can actually add power-ups. So, in more recent Mario games, if you hit a checkpoint flag as Little Mario, you actually become Big Mario automatically. So it's like getting a free mushroom. But you can attach a fire flower to that as well. So if you needed someone to start the level or be at a midpoint of the level with a specific power-up, you could do that. Also, event courses are being added, and the quote from Nintendo is, event courses are being added to the Course World Online Hub. Event courses will feature levels from partner creators outside of Nintendo. One of the first event courses will be Ship Love, the winning level from the Hackathon event that was held in Facebook's headquarters in Menlo Park earlier this year. So I guess they're Nintendo-promoted levels, not made by Nintendo. So that's cool. and they're adding a new section to level creations for quote-unquote official makers. So if you are designated a VIP by Nintendo, your levels will get top priority, which I guess is cool. As long as, like, they don't abuse the system. But, yeah. We'll see. Are you excited about this option?
Terribly.
Yeah. Terrible. Yeah, sounds cool. Yeah. God, I can't wait to play this during Extra Life. And it's coming before Extra Life, too. Nobishin, what do you know about this this story behind the making of Destiny? Because it's pretty long.
Nothing. I thought you've heard about it.
I hadn't yet. I'm a little behind on news this week.
Well, it's just basically Jason Schreier's been like collecting reports for like over a year, or about a year, I should say, about like the whole backstory from like ex-Bungie employees about like why Destiny is the way it was when it released. And it was like kind of things like how like they pitched the story and like Activision pretty much just said nope, and it's like so they had to like completely just scrap it and like just like pull out some bits and pieces to make the story what it is. They took out content from the actual game and put it into the Taken King. That's why the Taken King was like a little better, and you know, it's just a really interesting piece. I just encourage people just to check it out and just like look at it for themselves. It's just like you hear like troubled video game developments, and like some things can pull off really good like Until Dawn, and some things could turn out terrible like Duke Nukem Forever. So like you know, it's just like an interesting thing just to read up and kind of understand why Destiny was the way it was when it released.
Yeah, that actually sounds really. I hadn't heard about this. I'm guessing they talked about it on Giant Bomb and P.S. I Love You / Common Greg Live. I'll have to check it out. That sounds cool. I have the article added to my reading list, so it is quite long. It's on Kotaku. Jason Schreier is the author. Check it out. It was published on the 20th.
Game journalism.
Fucking video game journalism. Something I am not. Sick burn to myself. Sony had their Paris Games press conference, which unfortunately I have not watched yet, but you have, Nobishin.
Yeah.
They had it last night, Tuesday night, where they announced what seems to be like a whole bunch of stuff. Seemed pretty cool. I'm gonna watch it probably tonight, just because I haven't actually seen any of the footage or anything that they've shown. But we got a breakdown of the announcements. I figure we can talk about them. Anything interesting pops out, feel free to chime in. They showed some Battlefront stuff. They showed Han Solo, Leia, Emperor Palpatine as hero units, which I'm sure everyone here is so excited about. Quick question. Anybody watch the new Star Wars trailer? Like the official trailer?
I haven't.
Nope.
I do. Wait, the movie trailer? Or?
Yeah, the movie trailer.
Yeah, I saw that.
I like, how are you feeling about it, Nobishin?
It's Star Wars. Like, you're kind of asking the wrong person.
I know.
But like, I'll be happy to see that movie like 2 months when nobody's in the fucking theater, so I don't have to hear orgasms everywhere. But like, it seems cool. I don't mind seeing it.
Like, you know, I've been going through some peaks and valleys as far as excitement for that movie, and this kind of like made me less excited. I don't even really know why, but I guess like seeing that reaction of like, oh my god, I can buy tickets now. It's like, yeah, you can. Like with every other movie, you can buy tickets a little ahead of time. I guess like I really don't want to be excited about that movie, because if it is bad, which it might be, like I know how disappointed I'll be. So I'm just kind of trying to go in with no real expectation, and I hope I like it. So I'm probably going to see it at like 11 o'clock in the morning on like a Saturday morning with no one in the theater.
Best time to watch a movie.
Yeah, and then it's going to be like $6 and no one will be there, and I'll be like just snuggled up with my popcorn and my soda. So that's the way to watch movies, if you didn't know. Anyway, back to Paris Games Week. Just quick aside there. Dalsim was announced for Street Fighter V. Yoga firing from left to right.
Or
right to left. He has a sick beard?
You haven't seen it?
I haven't. Again, I haven't seen any of this, like any of the visual part of this.
Oh, you should look at it.
I'm looking at a picture right now. pretty good. Yeah, Dal seems cool. I've always liked Dal seem a lot.
He was like the one person that wasn't expecting to make it, because it's like, oh, like pick up the people you think will make it in the next Street Fighter game. It's like, oh, probably Dasim and Blanca don't have a prayer. But like,
yeah, I was gonna say Blanca probably I don't see making it, but Dalsim, yeah.
Well, no, not anymore, because they already have the woman who's I forget her name, but like she's pretty much the Blanca of that game, and like and Dalsim is Dalsim, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
But rest in peace, El Fuerte. I don't think you're gonna make it.
Yeah, fucking poor El Fuerte.
El Fuerte.
El Fuerte. Jason somewhere is really upset about that. Yeah, I mean, Dal seems cool. Let us know what you think, Silver PR, as our resident Street Fighter V hype man. Tekken 7 coming to PS4. The arcade version, I think, is out now in Japan. They showed a story trailer for that, apparently. Gearbox's Battleborn is getting a PS4 exclusive beta, or it's coming first to PS4. So, great. If anyone is excited about Gearbox's Battleborn, congratulations, you are the only one. A new game called Boundless was announced. I guess I don't know if it's an indie
It's
game.
Minecrafty.
It's Minecraftian. They're
Yes.
Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are the new survival sim, I guess.
Were there dinosaurs in that game?
I don't know. Housemarque announced their new game. It's called Matterfall.
It was just a CG trailer. That looked
Yeah,
cool.
CG trailer, no gameplay, but sounds cool. Matterfall is a cool name. No Man's Sky was shown off with a narrated trailer, apparently. And it is coming June 2016. The first release window ever given for that game. So it almost definitely won't hit it.
That's when Sony released their big games, allegedly.
Apparently, yeah. Do we want to take bets on if this will make it or not?
I think they'll make it, because like I said, June is when Sony releases their big game. That's Last of Us, that's Infamous, that's
Yeah.
Infamous 2.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah, sure.
They always want to
Scott.
make a game come out at E3, which is like, I don't know why they always do that, but they always do that. So.
Scott, yes?
So the reviewers can't have enough time to get it. Scott, are you still excited about No Man's Sky?
A little bit?
He's sad that it's not coming out for another 7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, it'll be out soon enough. Just finish it, right? A rhythm game called Vector. Collaboration between Hello There Games and DJ Avicii. I don't know either of them. Does it look cool now, Shin?
They didn't really show much of anything, so I have no idea.
Yeah, Bloodborne Old Hunters DLC is still coming out in November. Still
Has like
looks
a
cool.
two-headed dog lion thing.
Yeah, that's the one trailer I did watch. I'm like, God, yes. I'm actually excited. They patched that game, so now if you have a password and you play with someone, the password ignores all parameters. So it doesn't matter what level you are, it doesn't matter what New Game Plus you're in, does not matter. You will join with that person if they have the same password. So I basically I played some with Greg, and I helped him get past Rom, the vacuous spider, get through the hard parts of that game. So Greg's excited about this. He told me he's getting it. What you gonna do? Drive
Greg
Club.
says a lot of things.
Yeah, Greg does say a lot of things. Drive Club Bikes is available right now. That was the announce and release of the conference, correct?
Yes.
Zero Dawn footage was shown. Was that new?
Newer from what we've seen. This is stuff that people who are like behind closed doors at E3 already saw, but like you see more of like the mechanics firsthand, so it looks dope.
Cool. Still look good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Horizon Zero Dawn, that's still next year. Gravity Rush 2 got some gameplay trailer shown off. And a co-op boss fight. I'm guessing that looks dope as well.
Yep.
Uncharted 4 multiplayer was shown off.
Looks fun.
Why does it... this IGN article I'm reading says it looked ... interesting.
They're playing more into the... Because like I think the trailer starts off like you show off Drake running around, and then it shows like Sully showing up, and then like pretty much all like some old Uncharted characters like Cutter and like Eddie Raja and stuff like that. And then like they do like little. It seems like I think they might be going back to what. No, I can't really say that. But anyway, like at the end of the trailer, like Drake throws out like you know that sarcophagus from the first game, returning one of the zombies. So it's pretty much like a little power up thing that makes it like not really a power up, but like a area destruction thing that's turning one of the zombies at the end of it. So it looks weird and interesting. Like it looks more arcade like Uncharted 2 did. So I might be interested in it. I say this though I'm not gonna do it, but you know I might play it.
Regardless, we'll still play Uncharted 4. But yeah, that is interesting. I'll have to see that. Medium Molecules new game, Dreams, or Project, I guess. I got a big demo, beta coming soon. No date for that, I'm guessing.
I think 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, that game looks weird. That game is not for me. Period.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Creative people are gonna have a good time with it though.
I don't know. Like it's like after Little Big Planet and after Project Sparks and everything like that. Like I don't think I could go back. I don't think I could go back to those games anymore.
Or play, create, share genre.
Yeah, but like, and I said this too. Is like I feel like maybe because I'm currently into the game right now, but like I think Mario Maker does it the best. It's just, but like that's like I think that's just the way the game should be now. Like where you have like this focused thing and you just like iterating around it, kind of like the way Little Big Planet did at the beginning. Where you have like a focus, clear like campaign and like what it is, and then like you expand from that. This seems like more of like kind of an aimless thing. It's like, oh, do what you want, and like it doesn't seem like it has a real direction in it.
Yeah.
But that's just me though.
There could be in like the final game. There could be a campaign because like they do that.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Give you ideas of what you can make.
Sure, but like there's not like a Sackboy there, or at least something that like
there's no like Avatar.
Yeah, to ground you into that world. So that's just me.
Yeah, it seems still very tech demo-y. I'm curious to see where it goes. PlayStation VR took the stage. Shuhei Yoshida broke it down, told you about Until Dawn Rush of Blood. What the hell is that?
On-rail shooter.
Great. Were there monsters shown off in that at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Crytek's announcement of Robinson the Journey?
That had dinosaurs in it.
Dinosaurs are cool, man. What is that? Is it like an on-rail shooter?
It's something like I don't know.
I don't know, like if it's a VR thing where if it's like a VR gone home but you explore a forest with dinosaurs, I'm kind of into that.
That's not what it is.
Damn.
At least I don't think it is.
It's Crytek. That's weird that they're making that, but hopefully they'll get their whole, home front thing figured out. I guess like they're not making that anymore. Never mind. That is Deep Silver. And Battlezone from Rebellion is a video game.
Yeah.
You can pilot like Tron tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Riggs is a VR-enabled mech sports game. It seems like a lot of VR stuff that you have to kind of see.
Esports, son.
Oh, excuse me. Esports game. Tekken 7 has a VR component to it.
Yep.
Can you like fight from the perspective of one of the characters?
Probably. They didn't show anything.
God, that would be amazing. Polyphony Digital announced Gran Turismo Sport, which is VR capable.
But yeah, it's a full like Gran Turismo game. So
okay, cool. And then Michel Ancel's Wild was announced.
You just have to see that game. Okay. I'm that serious. Just look at the trailer of that game and just look at it. That's all I have to say about it.
Do you think it looks good?
I think it looks really good. But this is something you have to see.
Okay, I am excited to see it. And And last but certainly not least, Quantic Dreams, David Cage announced their new game, which is based on the Kara tech demo that they put out a few years ago. It is now a game called Detroit Become Human. Thoughts, Nabishin?
They really like RoboCop.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Are you excited or interested in that? I'm just gauging what my interest is going to be off of yours at the moment.
I really like that car demo from a few years back.
That was my favorite of their tech demos.
This seems fine. Yeah, and this seems fine. Like I think the concept seems cool. Like I don't know, but like it seems a little bit cliche because like it's just gonna be like having the soul of a robot inside of like like having that play into society, and I've seen Short Circuit, so I know how that plays out. So that was a joke. No one gets that. Never mind.
I got it. I told Greg Miller that I'd never let him live that down. So, yeah, it sounds really cool. I love Quantic Dream stuff. Jacob and I recorded our Life is Strange episode 5 spoiler cast. And we were talking about the next game that we want to spoil together. It's probably going to be Quantum Break from Remedy. But
why? Because it would be angsty. Like what?
No,
why specifically that?
Because it's a story driven game, and we both loved Alan Wake. So.
Oh wait, I don't know why I thought you said Quantum Dream. I thought you were talking about this game. Yeah, see, there you go. I'm being dumb.
It's okay. And then he said we'll probably spoil whatever the next Quantic Dream game is.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah. And you're right. It probably will be angsty, in some way. Yeah, that's it. A lot of PlayStation VR. What gauge the interest amongst the cast members here? What is the interest in PlayStation VR?
Nope.
Tony?
Eh.
Nabishin?
10%.
10%.
Solid.
I'll give you a 60%. I want one. I'm worried about the price because it's probably going to be about $400 or $350. And I'm worried about all the general gimmicky console thing add-ons. Like, is it going to be supported? Are they going to put out stuff for it? Oh my God! There's breaking news.
You just scroll down.
Yeah, I did. I'm worried about just things going forward with them. Like, are they going to support this? Is it going to be Move 2.0? What's the state of VR? Okay, where is this coming out of, Nabishin? We got breaking news from Nintendo.
Yes.
It's coming out. Are they doing like a conference right now?
Yes, they are.
Nintendo is doing, I think it's probably a shareholder conference. Special strategy briefing for investors in Tokyo. Apparently there are unannounced Nintendo Wii U and 3DS titles ready for launch before the end of 2015. Nintendo has announced... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I just think that's surprising because, it's like,
what? Where the fuck are they?
Yeah. I mean, they have 2 months, and it's like I don't know. It was I just thought that wow, that's a surprising this reveal, and probably just going to be downloadable games. But regardless, it's wow, okay, that's surprising.
Yeah, I mean they got Xenoblade Chronicles X in December, and in Japan in December they have Fire Emblem Shin Megami Tensei,
and they also have Devil Stirred, and they also have Mario's Tennis. So that's the only Nintendo games coming out this year.
Mario Tennis game. Nintendo has announced a new membership service called a Nintendo account. Cloud servers used to exchange saved data between mobile and console. The new membership program, with an E at the end, because this is probably some British website, this is going to be the replacement to the Club Nintendo system. During the investors meeting going on right now in Tokyo, the service will be known as Nintendo account. It's going to link your Nintendo hardware with your PC and smartphones. It's kind of like that system they were talking about when they briefly mentioned the NX, I think, back at E3. or back in April, maybe. It's a cloud-based data service to exchange data between your mobile games and your console games. And Nintendo's first smartphone game, which was reported to come out before the end of calendar 2015, has been apparently delayed until March 2016. It's called Miitomo, M-I-I. It's a free-to-play title with IAP in-app purchases for add-ons. Gameplay details are sketchy, but it sounds like an augmented version of Street Pass. That's what this article from Nintendo Life by Damian McFerrin reads as. So, there you go. Breaking Nintendo news. Interesting. Nintendo accounts. If only it will work. I brought this up, a couple weeks ago. Like, we always have to ask that question of, does Nintendo get it yet? Like with the NX and everything. So maybe this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, because you got to think. You would want something like this ironed out and ready to go before the NX comes out.
Yeah, right? Like, it's like the whole, like, the PlayStation Network account that tied, like, your Vita, PS3, PSP, and, like, all those purchases. Like, that was ironed out before PS4 came out, so you just log in and you go from there. But, like, we're still at the point where if you have a Nintendo ID, like an online ID on your Wii U, you can't log into that anywhere else. It's locked to your system. So you would hope that they would, like, know if you're going to have, like, a Nintendo account, which makes sense. Like, yeah, that should have, like, your Wii U ID, whatever. You should be able to log into that, like, anywhere. And it sounds
right.
like...
I think it sounds like the plan is to merge that account-locked system into this one.
Yeah.
And forward not have the system lock account.
Yeah. That's what you're right. It's what it says. Like, Nintendo account would link traditional Nintendo hardware, PC, and smartphones. So that could be your 3DS, your Wii U, and your NX, as well as your PC and your smartphone. So let's hope. Figure it out, maybe. Any thoughts, Nabashin, from this breaking news?
No. Probably like the only other thing I could think about is like there was like rumors like a few days ago or maybe weeks ago that like Twilight Princess was coming to be on HD. It's going to probably come on Wii U, so that's probably something that will release at the end of the year. So we get our Zelda game for this year. Apparently, like I don't know, something.
Yeah, I mean we got that
The Tri-Heroes Force.
The Triforce Hero. I almost said Triforce Heroes. The Dynasty Warriors. Hyrule Warriors.
That's called.
Yeah, right. That is the name.
Hyrule Warriors?
That's coming out on 3DS. Hyrule Warriors. Is that out on 3DS? Has that been out on 3DS? Shit.
Not yet. At least I don't think not yet.
I feel like that's not...
I know it's either out or it's coming out.
I'm seeing another story that's just saying the Nintendo NX will be far more quote-unquote aggressive in using their IP. So, we'll see. We shall see, but that's it. That's it for news for now.
Nintendo's getting aggressive.
Getting aggressive. You know how they do. Yeah, that's it for news. Normally we would take a peek into the mail sack right now, but we are recording early and I told no one about it. So, blame my lack of foresight, but we don't have a voicemail from Silver PR or any emails right now. So
it's okay. We'll have 2 for next week.
Yeah, we very well may. Unless we record early again next week because of Extra Life, which we probably will, or just won't record at all. We'll figure it out.
Then we'll have like 4 for the week after that.
Yay!
Yeah. All right, well, if you'd like to send us an email, you can send it to mailsack@irrationalpod.com. That's the email address. Or you can leave us a voicemail at 404-590-1337. Standing long distance fees do apply. If you'd like to get a hold of any of us individually, Twitter is usually the best way to do that. I am at AlFighter27. Scott is at WhatTechuz. Nobishin is at NABESHIN186. That's Nobishin186. And Tony's at Tony Horvath. All one word. Which I think spells out pretty easily. I think.
I don't know.
Horvath. There's no W in Horvath.
Rude.
Some other stuff. Rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Follow the show on Twitter at IrrationalPod. Go to VGEvo.com. Check out the awesome podcast network that we are a part of. Go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/IrrationalPassions. Our Life is Strange episode 5 spoiler cast is up. It was a really great show. Jacob and I both had a lot of fun. Had a lot of emotions. Jacob chose the ending that wasn't the one that I chose, and now I'm really glad that I didn't choose it. So
I don't know. That has its moment in it.
no, it's just very sad.
Oh, it's extremely sad, but like because
It had
I
its
did
moment at the end. Yeah, he told me about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, because like immediately, not immediately, like probably like after like an hour after I beat the game, like I saw that one, and like I was like, oh wow, this is like actually just as good, but
Yeah, they're both.
I'm
good.
not regretting what the fuck I chose.
Yeah.
It's like something like that.
It is. We read some interesting like fan theory stuff out as well, and some stuff off the wiki as some people interpreting it, and got some feedback of Cameron, who is watching while we were recording it. It's interesting. We have a lot of interesting conversations just about that, and we kind of at the very end talk about why we like it so much. But for both of us, that is our game of the year. So check that out. Also, my Sly 2 Let's Plays, if everything goes off perfectly, will be starting on Monday. So, Monday, November 2nd. So, stay tuned for those. And tell your friends. Word of mouth's the best way to spread the love. Extra Life is next week, Saturday, November 7th. We are starting at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to fucking go until the sun done rise again. And that's going to be great. So that's going to be twitch.tv/IrrationalPassions. If you'd like to donate ahead of time, the quick link for our donation page is bit.ly/IPEL2015. And that'll take you right to our donation page. Got some info that I'm going to try and put up on the site. I'm going to talk to Troll, who's producing it, actually right after this podcast. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of info on that. Yeah, look forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to play a lot of silly stuff. We're going to play Ultimate Chicken Horse. Don't stop talking. Nobody explodes. That game. Mario Maker. Maybe some Rock Band. Avalon we are going to play. I told a person in question to bring it. We might play some One Night Ultimate Werewolf as well. If the cards fall on the right.
What is that?
It's kind of like Avalon and Mafia, but it's a little bit different. And
Okay.
I really, really like it.
What about Duck Game?
Duck Game is not off the table. I'll say that much. Duck Game is pretty sweet.
That game's pretty good.
So we gotta buy that then.
Yeah, I think
Jackbox Party Pack 2, obviously.
I already bought it. Yeah, Jackbox.
Wait, Nabashin, what about Buzz Quiz World?
No,
I won't be there.
Don't bring up Buzz Quiz World. All right, we don't
I know.
talk about Buzz Quiz
That game is
World.
at one of Alex's triggers.
Ugh. Yeah, it's like that and chemical castration are the two things that fucking make my skin shudder. And
I can understand chemical castration. I don't understand the buzz whatever.
you weren't there, Sky. You were asleep. Okay.
That's right. When Alex Nabashin and I sat on a couch half asleep trying to beat each other in Buzz Quiz World.
I hate both of you. So
I didn't say anything.
it's gonna be good.
I thought it was Buzz Quiz Trivia.
It's gonna be good. All right. Extra Life, November 7th. Be there. We'll be tweeting about it, so don't worry if you miss out, or if you missed this. And the website, irrationalpassions.com. Monthly Passions will be up this week. I'll try and put up a page about Extra Life there as well. So that's it. That's the show. No closing topic. How you guys doing? You guys feeling all right?
Feeling good.
Feeling lit? Feeling like 2 a.m. summer night? Those are Kid Cudi lyrics.
Yep.
All right, let's end this fucking show. Thank you to our lovely musical interlude maestro, Danny Wiesner, for our opening music of Two Player Co-op and our closing music of The World Is Saved. You should go check out his Bandcamp, DannyWiesner.bandcamp.com, and check out his music. It's awesome. He's got a lot of other great songs that are also super, super great and wonderfully nerdy. Thank you, Scott, for coming back and not just abandoning us. God knows what we'd do.
Probably die.
Probably die. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Nobishin. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I've been your host, Alex O'Neill. Play your games. Stay rational. We'll talk to you all next week. Maybe. Tony.
Hey.
Hey.
I bet she made something solid.
That's such a dumb fucking joke.
I've never used these holes before. Did you give it a dig? Tales of Nude Mod. YouTube Red sounds porny. Oh my god, breaking news. And Alex's trigger word.
Weak list this week.
It's okay.
It's okay, most of them have something to do with someone being naked. So that's a good list in my
Or
opinion.
like something really provocative.
Yeah.
I like YouTube Red sounds porny. Oh, not all at once, everyone, please.
I'm thinking
I'm just teasing.
probably the solid one.
It's pretty good.
I like thank God Scott's back.
The implied one. Scott?
I generally don't for this week, but it's gonna be between Alex's trigger word and oh my god, breaking news.
Great. Tony, reassess your choice.
I don't know.
Well, you gotta decide.
I have to decide.
Yeah, you're the deal breaker. It's. I bet she made something solid. Alex's trigger word, or YouTube Red sounds porny, or I guess, oh my god, breaking news.
Let's go with Alex's trigger word.
All right, you and Scott can do it.
This is the Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 251.
Alex's trigger word.
Chemical castration.
Buzz Quiz World.
Oh, I guess he's got two.
Let's come on, guys. The actual word is Omega Quintet.
Well, I mean, only in certain circumstances. You can stop recording. Thank you, video viewers. I heart you guys and gals, and also creatures from the deep. Happy
Yep.
Halloween.
Yep. Go farm your candy in Destiny.